True.
Like, yeah, people are gonna talk shit about it, but who cares?
Yeah.
You're probably gonna buy your mom a mansion with that money. You know, that's my goal. That's why I actually do have a time limit and a rush for my mom and my dad. I want to buy them a house. I want to buy them the shit they bought me when I was younger. So it is a marathon, but it's also like, all right, okay, I do have a time limit.
If you want it, I got 500 days a day. If you want it, if you want it, I got 500. I got 500. If you want it, I got 500 days a day. If you need it, we gonna get your back bent. If you want it, I got 500 days a day. If you need it, we gonna get your back bent. Yeah, just be true to you. Just be true to you. Just do what you do. Someone will notice you. Just be true to you. Just do what you do. You don't gotta be them, boo. Just be true to you. Bitch.
All eyes are on you right now.
Let's do it.
All right, boom. All right, woo! 500 DOD episode 2. Here we go. I'm Bobby. We have a good plethora of guests here today. We have
Fat Jesus, what's up, you guys?
Rueguh, we have
Mika, hi.
and we have boom. Okay, guys. So today we're gonna talk about like our experiences in life, in careers, and what we want to do, so on and so forth. First topic we're gonna talk about: what is art in your opinion? Anybody? Rueguh talked first. He's talking on the mic. What's up?
Shit. I mean, art as in a whole, or is like what I do?
I mean, you could really just talk about your own probably experience and like you. What is your art? What is your art?
My art, honestly, is like what I imagined as a kid in real life. So if I could make something that I thought was cool as a kid into real life now, then that's my art. But I feel like art should mean like something different to other people, not always like childhood and all this and that. It should be like, you know, whatever they think is art, whatever makes them happy, whatever, you know.
Right. Okay. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, when it comes like what's your childhood like? Like when you're saying like, okay, so if you guys don't know, Rueguh takes pictures.
Yeah.
Really good photographer. Actually, I'm a fan. I was a fan like way before. I was like in the DMs like, yo, I'm a fucking fan. And so, tell me like, how does like your childhood come out in your photos?
If you look through my photos, I know a lot of people don't really go through them and try and figure out what I'm trying to get out of them. But like if you look through it and you look through the color palette, it's very colorful, very like superhero-y, very just like atmospherical. It's not really like how all these like art people are trying to portray themselves as like some dark, super fucking like,
Yeah.
you know, like
I'm hurting inside.
yeah.
Instead, it's just like
and I'm not trying to put him down because, you know, to each his own, but that's not me. I'm not that person that's gonna make like some like crazy editorial stuff and make myself seem like a scene kid when I'm just like some kid at the end of the day where I just want to have fun with my
Do you
shit.
feel like degular, like, and then that's basically what you're projecting is like, I don't know, it's almost like positive. Everything to you that like comes out, even like the one that's like where it's like a demon or like the devil with like the horns and everything. It still feels like happy or like positive at the end of the day.
Yeah, if I want to make something sad and anything just like dark like that, then I'll make that. But if I want to make something happy, then I want to make that. And that's what my objective is, because, you know, I know it's gonna sound like very corny and all this and that, but it's like, you know, you've been sad for too long. It's like time to like
Switch something up.
switch it up, you know. But yeah.
Bars.
All right, Nika, talk to me. What's up? What is art? What is art?
I think art is super subjective, so I don't know how I would define art for a lot of people, but I think art for me is a lot of representation, a lot of just representing what goes on in my mind, and also just being an artist for other people to look up to and believe that they can also do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I do makeup, I model. I feel like I like art in every sort of sense. I started being an artist by making clay sculptures and like just being crafty. Like I feel like art is really just whatever you think in your head and comes to fruition. And yeah, I feel like that's why it's so hard to define, because everyone has their own version of art. But yeah.
Would you say it's like as simple as like just like doing stuff, like just like finagling, just messing around, pretty much? It's just like
messing around, having fun. You could even, I don't know. I feel like there's no rules with art. Like that art is no definition, and I feel like that's the definition of art. Like ironically, it's like there's no definition at all.
Yeah.
Like there's no lines to color in. It's all free space. Damn.
It really is free. All right, now Veggies, just talk to me. What's up?
All right, man. For me, art, for what experience, I feel like it's just a formal way to express yourself from whatever time period of age you're at.
As long as you're expressing yourself.
As long as you express yourself, yeah, because you're not going to think or feel the same way you feel like when you were 16 to where you're at right now, currently like 25 to 27. You know, so it's just, I feel like express yourself however you can. Don't worry about whatever shit's corny, lame, whatever the fuck. You're just going to go through life. I feel like you just have to communicate with people. The more experiences you have with people, the more shit you have to play with. You know, I feel like let's say as an artist, you feel like you find out about newer colors and shit like that. That's how it is when you communicate with new people and stuff like that from outside of your race, genre, and shit like that.
Yeah. I feel like part of like what like experiencing like expressing yourself is, I feel like the most creative I am is like after I've had some like big like life-changing shit,
like
an
epiphany.
It's like really like the life experiences like really like come out like
I think
after
heartbreak
that.
is the best motivation.
Heartbreak?
100%. Yeah, I think heartbreak is the best motivation.
Heartbreak.
I feel like any life change, like it can even be as simple as like I hate my dad, and then it's just like you have something to like base off of, like get out of my room, mom, and then like there's some shit you have to talk about.
A little SoundCloud rapper became a rapper because of that shit. So
hey,
it's true.
All right, well, there's someone we haven't heard from yet. Jaime, talk to us.
Let's get it.
So what's the question again?
What is art in your terms?
Art in my terms?
Yeah, like what do you describe as art? Like what is your art?
Wow, how I would describe art.
That was a lot of questions.
Yeah, that was a lot of questions. I would just describe it as therapy in a way. Just whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm thinking, it's just a release, and I put it out there, and people get a reaction. They do, good for them. But I'm just honestly just me, just whatever I'm feeling, and I put it out there, and just hopefully I get feedback. Hopefully I don't.
Right. And I feel like I can relate to you the most because like I make videos, you make videos. I mess with like CRT synthesizers. You mess with CRT synthesizers. I like music videos. You like making music videos.
Sometimes. I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I don't really. I like doing things that are cool. It doesn't have to be music videos in a sense. It just could be anything like home videos or.
Right. Like I saw you at the punk show. You made a punk recap for Dead City.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't know. I just go to them because I don't really do anything besides like learn.
Besides learn?
Well, yeah, because I'm just sitting there. I'm like at home. Like I don't really drink. I don't really smoke. I don't really do anything.
You just learn? You're just sitting in the crib learning all day?
Even as Rueguh, I'm like just sitting and like, oh, dude, look at this. Oh, look, I'm trying to learn. Like I've been messing with CRTs and
that's fire.
Synths and.
Yeah, this dude right here, dude.
That's good. Is it like YouTube and Google?
Well,
YouTube University, for real.
Yeah, right there. And a lot of trial and error, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get this and just put it in my computer and just figure it out.
Did any of you guys like go to school for like?
I went to school for a little bit.
Yeah,
school for like for photography or like
for film.
For film?
Yeah.
You went to film school?
Yeah.
I went to film school. Where'd you go to film school?
I went to RCC for film.
What is that?
It's like a community college.
Riverside Community College?
Yeah.
Damn, how'd I guess it? That's crazy. I went to Long Beach. I graduated, got a bachelor's on and shit. None of it means anything.
Yeah.
You have a bachelor? You graduated?
A bachelor's in film, yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you graduated?
Yeah.
That's sick.
I graduated peak pandemic, so like I didn't walk, didn't do none of that stuff. Last semester was all like online.
They still don't have you guys walking?
I mean, I guess I could have walked like the following year, but I'm not about to walk a year later.
Yeah,
like nothing is
yeah.
like I don't want to do that. But yeah, film school. Wow, yeah. But like YouTube University, honestly, I'm like, even though I went to school, did all that, got a bachelor's, blah 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 blah. YouTube taught me like way more than like
for sure,
what any of that would have taught me. Like damn near like everything, like cinematography, editing, blah 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 blah. Like everything I learned like on YouTube. can anyone else like relate with that
No,
like at all?
100%. 100%.
Even like the makeup tutorials and stuff like that.
I do makeup because of YouTube. 100%. Like if YouTube didn't exist, then I would not be here.
It's
Like,
just because like other people put like tutorials like get
yeah,
this look
like
get
Michelle
the
Fan, like other like. I feel like whoever's watching this will probably like if you just like makeup, you probably know who I'm talking about. But like just OG beauty influencers like completely taught me everything I know today. And then I even started my whole social media thing on YouTube, dude. Like I was a YouTuber before I was on Instagram.
really.
Yeah.
I was doing like early like college years. Like I was doing like I was thrifting and like doing like
Vlogging?
Fuck yeah! Like
Hell
oh
yeah.
my gosh! But like yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not on YouTube now. Besides like just like,
YouTube was the shit.
doing music videos on
Yeah.
there.
YouTube
yeah.
really was the shit.
Yeah.
Like you could have. I feel like that was the first influencers for sure. Was YouTube.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I feel like I kind of grew up on YouTube, like especially like the
Yeah.
first ones, like especially like the music where it was like lyric videos with the blue background and like
Yes,
text on it. I was
yes.
like, damn.
That's how I learned lyrics to songs.
Yeah, I feel like I like watched, you know, remember Niga Higa, like how to be a
Yes.
gangster, how to be
you
like.
remember
I
Hev
just
Gumbo?
watched that again the other day, and I was like, damn, this doesn't stand the test of time. But like at the time, right, I was like, damn, like this is like. I remember being like 8 years old, like, damn, this is crazy.
It made me want to do skits. It made
Yes.
me want to just film myself. It inspired me. Like I feel like that whole YouTube thing made me realize that if they could do it, I'm gonna do it.
Actually, I was making YouTube videos like in the 6th grade. I'm not gonna like say like what the channel is or whatever, but I was like making videos on putting them on YouTube of like me and my cousins. Like we had BB guns. And we would have like BB gun wars, and we would shoot each other and like film it and like make a short film around like us killing each other and
Nice.
like riding go-karts and shit. I was on YouTube like in 2010, 2008.
So what's the name of it?
No.
It's like
But,
Bobby
like,
Astro.
No.
Bobby.
This is way before like
Roberto something.
it's somewhere. I'm not even gonna say the name of it, but yeah, like YouTube was like I don't know.
Yeah.
It like not only did I learn from it, but like even then I was just like making shit and like
Yeah.
putting it on there. Even like I don't know, I was really into like Lego YouTube and like
stop
Bionicle
motion.
YouTube, all the dumb shit like that. Like
Did they have
people.
the American Reject song? On one of their
What?
ads? Yeah, I remember Move Along. They had the Lego Bionicles like commercial.
Lego Bionicles? That's
Yeah.
like the craziest collab ever.
You guys don't remember that? I remember seeing that.
Lego Bionicles?
Yeah,
That's
I remember Bionicles.
That sounds-
It
The
wasn't Lego, I think it
guys.
was just Bionicles. Like they're like knockout. Like
it was like stop motion, like Lego animation, stop motion Bionicle animation, like yeah.
We were on two different sides of YouTube, dude. I was not there. I for sure was not looking at Lego stop motion.
Dude, that's good. I was watching people's heads get cut off.
Facts.
That was felony fights. Yeah,
Felony
I was-
fights? Oh, I remember watching like Kimbo Slice like fight. Dude, Kimbo Slice fight videos?
he was
Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice, man. Oh my
Rest in peace. He had a heart attack like at 40 or something.
He's dead?
Yeah, Kimbo Slice died.
He died a
you
long
kidding
time
me?
ago.
Like 5 years ago.
Yeah, isn't his son fighting?
For real, rest in
I think
peace.
so, yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Alright. Do you think people actually give a fuck about the artistic side that you guys represent? Or do you think people are like, oh, cool shit, like,
I
oh,
think,
cool stuff, like, I'm gonna
I-
like this, I'm gonna comment on it, whatever, boo, 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 bop.
I think there's ingenuity, is that the word? In like everything. Like I feel like there's people that are for the arts and then there's people that see that you can get a lot of clout and think that it's easy and they hop on the trends and it never lasts. Like I feel like you can always tell, I don't know, I don't want to shit on anyone, but I feel like you can always tell when someone is just doing trends for the trends and then they just kind of fade off. You know, like I think of art and everything as I'm trying to have a career as long as I can, you know, like I'm not just trying to do this because everyone else is doing it. I'm not just trying to do it because it's trendy. I'm trying to do it because I love what I do. And I feel like, I don't know, you can get mixed in really easily into this whole thing. And especially us being in LA, like a lot of people just join in the movement and they don't know what it really comes with. And it's just a lot of fakeness.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'd say it's like half and half, maybe. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
there's real people and there's not real people. But I think that's just in everything.
Well, how can you tell?
Dude, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's just like a third eye and just like being an artist yourself and just reading and seeing shoots. Because I don't want to make myself sound like I'm judging anyone right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's just some people that hop onto this type of career And compared to people that's been doing it for a while or has always had a sense in creativity, some people just kind of hop onto like TikTok or making crochets or something. I don't know, like some sort of hobby and like trying to make it like I'm an artist now. Like I have a business, I have a brand now. I make clothes. I put my logo on a little pocket of a pant. I make clothes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Kinda.
Like-
I feel like you can definitely tell when someone's like being ingenuine about it versus like this is like their true self like coming out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes. It takes probably a while for you to like realize it. But I think it's like once you're sitting in person with someone that you're like, dude, like your personality is like fucking weird. And like you're not a real person. You're just like.
Yeah, and it comes from people that say like people that bite off like exact same shoots or like people that bite off concepts that are like just copycats. And I don't know, like there's. For me,
You
like...
feel like you've been bitten before or what?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
100%, for sure.
And they're not even hiding it or like...
See, I'm not trying to... Because there's a line between being inspired and there's a line...
Cheese
Shade.
Not the cheese man, but I just think there's a line between being copied and being inspired. And
Right.
I feel like when things are popping, everyone's going to hop on that trend. You know what I mean? And a lot of things start looking the same. And it's kind of easy to tell... Damn, everyone's hopping on the same exact thing.
I mean, yeah, but do you feel like people are actually like do you feel like people actually care? Like, I care about like your art. Like, I give a fuck about what you have to say about
Like a,
XYZ.
like a supporter standpoint?
Yeah. Like, you feel like people actually care.
I'd hope so. Shit.
Yeah.
I hope so too. I hope like
I'd
like,
hope so, but at the same time, all
if
this
not,
is
it's like damn, like I'm doing this like for myself, but like I
Yeah.
would hope that people like agree with me. I guess I feel like at least in music videos, which is like mostly what I do, like I try to like put some type of like morals or some type of like theme or like this is what I really want to say, but like this is how I'm trying to like mask it as like
Yeah.
a lit music video.
Yeah.
And it's just like your medicine in the form of like something like I would describe as like cool. Like it's cool to show everything. Like
Yeah,
I feel it.
I hear you.
you feel it?
Yeah.
Why you feel it?
Wait, what? No, facts, bro. Bars.
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 Bars, bro. Come on.
I feel it.
I know.
you
Do you
want me
think
to say
people give a fuck about your art?
Oh, bro, to be honest, I've really got to a point where I really don't pay attention to anything. Like, you have to get to a point where you just focus on the people who are showing you love. So you rather focus on 100 people that are showing you love than 5,000 people who's talking shit on you. You feel me?
I like that a lot.
So that's really
Yeah.
where
That's
I've
a
gotten
lot.
to. So,
Yeah, that's
like I'm
where
saying, I really just go by experience. So listening to you guys is like, okay, cool. I get your guys' perspective. I can tell what you guys are going through, but I feel it. I feel facts, bars, from every
Yeah.
perspective of everybody.
Yeah.
But you just have to really ignore that bullshit. Once you pass that shit, like, I don't know.
I mean, at the end of the day, right? You really shouldn't be doing it for like whatever outside
Yeah.
perspective.
you
Like
should always do it for yourself.
you
That's
do it
like-
for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't even give a.
Exactly.
I don't care if
Don't do it for
nobody
the
likes
likes.
it.
Don't
Like,
do it for the followers.
damn.
Don't do
Even
it
if
for the
everybody
number.
hates it, like, we're still gonna do this thing. Like, yeah.
Just do it.
Man, I was making clothes for like, probably like a year, and like, I would post it on Reddit and stuff like that, and people would be like, shitting on my designs for like a year. Honestly, like, I don't even think it was all that, but like, damn, people would really go in on my stuff, and I'd be like,
Why put it on? Wait, I was gonna ask,
that's
why
the
you
worst
put it on
way.
Reddit?
oh, I would
Why
have
put it on Reddit?
downvotes, like, for real.
You went to the most trolling website besides 4chan. Like,
Yeah, why'd you put it on Reddit?
That's like
Huh?
gold star
Why'd you put a
comments.
clothing brand on Reddit?
You know what? At the time, I don't think I really had like I was on Instagram like that. I think I'm on Instagram now, but it's not really. I don't give a fuck about like the platform, whatever. I put it on Reddit because it was like anonymous. I'm gonna put this design. People are gonna fuck with it, and then everyone just was like, "This is trash." And I was like, "Yeah," it was like, "Don't quit your day job." Like, oh.
but I don't like putting anything on it because you get the most. I mean, it's odd.
Yeah, I haven't been on Reddit since. I'm just like a
Oh my god.
Dude, it's like an Xbox lobby, bro. They're so bad. Like people online, they don't care. They're behind a screen, so it's like
Yeah.
they say whatever they their darkest desires.
Seriously,
And they
like my
say-
dad works for Microsoft. I'm about to get your account
I know
back.
Bill Gates. I'm about to get you banned. Like,
All right, we're gonna be honest here. There are some times when we decide we're gonna work for free, and there's some times when we're gonna decide we're not gonna work unless there's a bag involved. How do you guys decide when that is and where that is or whatever. When you decide you work for free, when do you decide I'm not going to get up off my ass unless I'm getting paid?
That one's difficult, bro, because I've been going through that for like the past year, bro.
The past year.
Yeah.
I go through that all the time where it's just like,
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, you know, it is tempting, bro, because I'm new to this like lifestyle. I'm new to like these crazy followers and like, bro, like freelance photography's only been like a year in like my bag.
I've only been doing videos probably like seriously for like it's probably like my 3rd year now. And it still feels like weird, right? Where it's like, I don't know, like when people are like, what's your rate? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your budget?
I don't know.
Nah.
What's your budget though? Like,
One of my most valuable lessons I learned last year was setting a hard line, a very hard line that people cannot cross. And makeup is expensive. So I'm a makeup artist. I mainly make my money off of makeup. So if you're going to ask me to do something for free with makeup, I'll simply say no. If it's something I like and something that's crazy I've never done before, we'll talk details, what I can get paid for, if I'm down to do complete for free. But I think I've learned to really respect my craft, and I've learned to really respect the money I put in towards my makeup and my kit in general, that there's just some things that I will not do for free. And if they're not okay with it, then they can find someone else. Then that's all I really... That's like my thinking.
Do you think it's like when it's something that like you would say is like ambitious for yourself, or like something that's gonna like push you to like a limit or something, or like how do you define that if you feel like you're not being creative? Because for me personally, it's like, oh, like you just want like run of the mill shit, like you don't want me to like try something new,
Yeah,
or like
if I
express
can't have
something.
my voice in this project and you're asking me to do it for free,
Yeah.
and it's a collab, and
Yeah.
you're telling me everything that I'm gonna do, like I need to do, and you're just telling me what, like I have no space, then hell no.
Yeah, if they're telling you
Hell
everything,
no.
it's just like, damn, what am I doing? Like at that point, it's just like,
You could have paid me.
for real,
At
and
that
it's
point,
almost
you
like no
could've paid
different
me.
than like, I don't know, any other job where it's just like, oh, like dump the trash, and it's like, like,
exactly.
all right, bet, I guess I'll dump the trash then.
I think the best way I'll put it is I'll only do it for free if I'm being fulfilled creatively. Like if I'm being fed, if my hunger is being fulfilled.
But like, yeah, I feel it.
Because there's paid jobs that I honestly don't want to do, but
Yeah.
you're getting paid, and like
Yeah.
I'm getting money, so I'll do it. So the side free jobs are things that will fulfill like what my soul really needs.
Yeah.
That's how I decipher it.
I mean, yeah, and it's just like, I feel like I'm having fun today, or
Yeah,
like this
exactly.
and, yeah. What about you, Rue?
Honestly, it really depends on how you come to me as like a human before like anything, like a creator or anything. It's like there's people in my DM that come at me with like 700K followers, and they're like, yo, bro, let's shoot this weekend before like anything. Like they never ask me how I'm doing. Like it's really just let's shoot.
Or not
and,
even like I fuck with you.
Yeah,
like,
not
I'm
even-
a
not even,
fan
like,
of you. It's
yeah.
just like, it's almost like, how can you benefit me this weekend?
Yeah, real
It's
shit.
like,
It's
what?
like they expect you to say yes.
And it does have to do a lot with like benefits, you know. Like if somebody has like 2,000 followers and they pitch me a crazy idea and it's very challenging for me, or I've never done this before, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I trust this person's like word. Like if you pitch me a crazy idea and I think it's cool, then I might as well hop on it like free of charge, just because I'm really for the arts instead of the money. You know, I only live with the money, and I can easily like get a booking that I don't want to do, but you know what, it's paying well. And whenever I have the chance to do something crazy, I'm gonna take that chance just cause. But what I was gonna say was, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
You like have to like the project
Yeah, yeah.
in general.
Yeah,
First and foremost, like it has to
Yeah.
like fulfill you in some way.
Yeah, 'cause-
first, and also like you have to like care about that person too. It can't be just like,
Yeah.
it's almost like some person is trying to like get something out of you, but like not even know you just based on the clout or just based on like whatever. Like
Yeah. And also, there's like those people that hit you up and are like, yo, bro, what's your rates? And then they really only want you for like your name at times. You know, sometimes it's like they don't care about how many followers you have or how good your art is. They'll just be like, I want you for your name. Because there's people that have hit me up and they're just like, let's shoot. And I'm like, on my story, like you can like see that I'm like going through it and I'm not trying to work and shit. And then they're
they're
just,
ignoring all of that.
yeah,
Just like
just
yo,
to
like
have me work like without like really connecting to me human to human, especially if it's a big project. Because this morning I got hit up by like some huge person, like 800K or whatever, but they're saying my budget is $100, like $100, bro. At least like 200. At least try to make your ends meet. At some point, it's like, and it's for like things where it's like a clothing brand where they want me to shoot in a studio. Like, I don't do studio stuff. Like, you could hire somebody who needs this opportunity.
They're not even
way more than me.
understanding you. They're just kind of like, do this jump for me because like I'm me and like you're you, and just like just jump for me.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by like people don't care about anything but your name, because you're trying to hire me and you see my color palette on my Instagram. It's like all these crazy stuff or crazy things, and then you want me to go into the studio. It's like a lot of lost potential, and you want my name. You could get some kid that's like 17 who wants to get better at doing studio shoots, and then you pay them and then see that they could really make it in this industry, instead of me, who's somebody that really like does not have the time to go into a studio and shoot studio stuff.
Right. But if it was someone like that's your homie and they're like, yo, I want you to jump on this project like I actually care about, or like whatever, vice versa, like you would do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I've done like a ton of free stuff given like if I care about that person, if like the project is cool. There's like a plenty of things. It's not like I honestly don't do like what I do for like money. I do it because like I want to do it.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
just
how
like
you started. That's how you originally started. Doing
yeah,
it,
and it's just like
Yeah.
and I still try to keep it to this day. And it's just like if it's coming at me like sometimes it comes as really like, oh, the angle of like this is business, this is what we're doing, and it's just like cool, like this is business, like we're gonna charge money for this. But it's just like I would really rather prefer like to just do it for free and just like do it for the funsies. But like Jesus knows, because Jesus has acted for free. Jesus is like
I'll be out here.
we have a short coming soon. He's a really good actor.
Hell yeah, I'd love to see
That
it.
shit's still coming out?
Yeah, it is. We just gotta get it to. Yeah.
I'd love to
Okay. See, the problem is. The problem is like we filmed this probably like what 4 months ago, 5 months ago, a year ago. I don't know, but I had to like push it off. We like I say I, but we like as a group, me and my friends have pushed it off so far back because like music videos for money and like this and that and the third and like free projects here and there because like there's something that's got to like keep the lights on, you know. But like yeah, like this project that we did with Fat Jesus together is like something we did for free because we were like we want to do something for ourselves and like be creative and like every waking moment it's almost like we gotta I want to make something. I'm sure Jesus can relate. We want to make something, but it's just like even if the money isn't there, we're gonna make it. It just so happens that like it got pushed back because like situations, you know. So like it's barely gonna hopefully come out within the next month, but like yeah.
Sick.
And I feel like it's weird too. Like it's hard too, especially someone like you, Jesus, that like shoots like film photos, like.
Yeah. Well, for me, how I started, bro, literally all my first 2-3 years were like hanging out with my homies and going to shows and shooting for free. Like, it was like that's
I was shooting for free for a
literally
long
because
time.
I loved like as soon as I picked up a camera, it was different for me. Like I didn't give a fuck how much I was spending on film. I didn't care how long I stayed up editing photos. It's just because I loved that shit.
Yeah.
And then after that, people will see that shit.
And you got experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would learn like Google, YouTube, and then from that, people would see that. I would start going to fucking ham on everything, No Jumper, Rosecrans Avenue, events and stuff, and just get the sickest photos from other, like, better. Like, not to talk shit to other photographers, but I made sure I got the better shot. And then that's how I would lean in and be like, yo, book me for this. And then every time I got a clean-ass shot, I'd low-key up the price, you know? And I just felt like I just stayed on it, and then yeah, like he said, I would do a lot of free work with my homies because I fuck with their, like I know they're gonna be big one day. You know, like I know the way they're telling me about their project, all right, fuck it. Just because you sold me on that, I'm gonna work with you. But sometimes, I mean, the money for me, I know regardless it's gonna come when it's gonna come. Right now, I'm not really focused on it because like he said, we do, Latinos, I have like 3 fucking jobs. And I've been doing that since I was like fucking 14, 15. So for me, it's kind of different, you know, hearing you guys and shit. But I mean, you gotta love what you do at the end of the day, and hang out with people that love what they do. And after that, life is fucking butterflies and mushrooms. You feel me? Like, I
Gotta
don't know.
take some mushrooms.
For real, we do. No, but to
I
be
meant-
honest, put in the, I don't know. But don't they say too? You got to put in the 10,000 hours.
10,000
Yeah,
hours.
you
Yeah, so
gotta
that's
be
what I
dedicated.
did. I feel like, and then after that, I was like, no, fuck you guys, pay me. I'm really good at this shit now.
Yeah.
I'm Fat Jesus.
Do you
now.
feel like you got to make your hobby, whatever it is, like into a job? I don't know. It's just like this is one YouTuber I got into. He's like, don't make your hobby into a
Your jobby
jobby.
be your hobby.
Yeah, like whatever. Do you feel
I
like?
don't know.
Yeah,
I'm Mexican, so I don't really know. Like,
Okay.
I really don't know.
That's the
Right?
thing.
It's like my dad is his own boss. He's
Yeah,
just
he
like
is.
his hobby is like construction, and so his jobby is like construction. It's
he
like
builds shit at the
fuck.
house when he's bored. So it's like,
Seriously, like I'm gonna put some cement in the
Yeah.
backyard. Like what?
See, that's when it gets hard, because that's like that reminds me of when people say like don't work where you sleep as well, because you need to differentiate that, and that
Sorry.
I definitely had to learn that, because if I didn't differentiate my work, because my work has always just been a hobby, you know, I never even thought you could make makeup, you can make money off of makeup. I did not think you
Yeah.
could make a career off of makeup. I never even but yeah, it was always something I loved to do, and that said, it always started as a hobby, and I got to make sure that I still love it as a hobby. I'm not just doing it for money. I'm not just doing it, you know, like I'll still do it on my side. I'll still love beating my face, you know, like I'll still do free jobs because my heart's in it, you know, like, and I think Rueguh makes a good point as well, that it just comes down to respect, like how people talk to you, how people don't just expect you're going to do it for free. It's just, yeah, like human beings. Like I feel like if your heart is in the project, if you love what you do, and you're getting the respect back that you
Yeah.
put out.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see what's next.
This shot hitting.
Okay. Huh? The success one? Okay, but I'm
I
on the
like
third
the
question,
success
so. Okay, listen. Okay, all right. So I'm talking about me right now.
Oh.
I feel like motherfuckers working all the time, straight up grinding all the time, like nonstop from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. Like I'm always trying to like figure out, like, I don't know, always trying to focus on something career related or whatever. How do you balance like mental breaks or yourself or like your personal time between all of this? Because like I feel like people glamorize like, oh, being your own boss, blah 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 blah, but like, you know, it's a struggle.
Can I start on this?
Yeah, go.
Because I'm actually very passionate about this.
I'm very
I'm
passionate
very
about
passionate.
this.
I'm very passionate about mental health and mental illness in general. Because
Shout out mental illness.
I think it's for real. No, shout out
mental
mental illness. I mean, I think mental illness started a lot of things for me. Shit. I mean, I think my art is the way it is, and I am the artist I am because of the shit that I've gone through. But yeah, I've had to learn the really hard way, and it's definitely bit me in the fucking ass of being burnt out. And being burnt out is one of the after being burnt out, I want to like 100% avoid that feeling. So I will prioritize myself and my feelings more than anything. You know, my mental health more than anything. And it'll come down to if I have to say no to jobs, if I have to cancel, if I'm not feeling good, I'm not doing it. Because I know where I can get to, and I know I need to take care of myself.
Did it take you a while before you
Hell
were like,
yeah.
dude, I feel like I was going through like burnout like once a month, and then like 1 month I was like, you know what? I think I'm not gonna go through that like today.
It takes like a whole realization, reinvention of, yo, I
Yeah.
need to take care of me, because if I take care of myself, I'll make the best art possible.
I feel like it took a long time for me to just like say no.
Yeah.
Just say no. It's
Yeah,
just like
the boundaries.
It's
you
almost
know?
yeah, and it's like okay, right? Like you're working with someone, and then like next thing you know, you're friends with them. It's hard to say no to someone you're friends with. Like
No,
oh,
I get
like
that.
can
Yeah.
you come through to this and do this with me? And it's like, well, like yeah, I'm not doing anything that day, and you're my friend, so like I have no really reason to say no. But you know what? Like I was kind of thinking of chilling today,
Yeah.
and it's just hard to say
Say
no.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and it's almost like for a while I felt guilty. Like I can't say no. Like that's my friend. Like I care about this person. They want to do this thing, but like, damn, lately like I'm saying no.
That's a
like,
good thing.
I'm gonna chill. I just started playing Skyrim, so I'm gonna play some Skyrim.
That's
Hell
a good
yeah.
thing. Shit. I'd rather say no to projects I know I can't fully put my heart in, so they can get someone they can put their heart in. You know, like I'm not gonna do it if I can't do it. I'm not gonna. That doesn't mean I won't push myself. Like I just know myself enough, and I feel like that's probably my advice in this is learning to be aware and learning what you can take, because that burnt out feeling is not it. And I know everyone has to get to that point to really learn, but that burnt out feeling makes you question a lot of things. So
And I feel like it's kind of glamorized too, where it's like, I guess you could say this about capitalism, about like American society and like as a whole, but it's like hustle culture, grind culture. Like I'm gonna overnight it, and I'm gonna have a coffee and an Adderall, and I'm gonna fucking power it through because fuck it, hustle till you die.
Nah.
Yeah, nah.
Listen.
That's this man right here.
No.
That's really this man right
I
here.
feel like that
Because
is.
listen, if I'm gonna kill myself to get everything I want to be able, like, when I get everything, to actually enjoy it. I want to
Right.
be mentally healthy.
Right.
I want to make sure I took care of me to be able to get all the
What do you have to
riches.
say?
Yeah, Jaime, speak for yourself here. Someone.
Your perspective.
What do you mean?
Like, already, how long do you expect? Like, what are you like? Do you want? Is this a marathon for you, or is this a sprint?
Fucking
How fast do you
marathon.
want to? Well, no, but you gotta realize, define that early on. Like, how fast do you want to get there? Like, do you want to end it early, or like, I want longevity in this? But at the same time, you gotta realize, like, be honest with yourself. Is like, okay, I only have this short amount of time to do it. If you're being on, like,
Yes,
in reality,
I feel that.
No,
yeah.
because reality actually steps in. You have to be like, well, this is my peak performance. I'm gonna have to give it all right now, because you don't know if you have another chance. It's like it's like athletes. They work so hard, and then they have to be pushing themselves to a point where it's like,
This
you
is
have to reach peak.
this is your peak, right?
Yeah,
here.
you have to reach your peak, like, in some way, whether it's like, well, I'm gonna consistently just go at a like slow pace, or I want to get there faster by putting so much more time. You know?
Yeah.
It's like 10,000 hours thing. Like, okay, I could get there by for 5 years of sleep, and then doing it like 3 hours a day, 3 hours a day, or I could do this for 1 year and do this for like 15.
Yeah, if I don't sleep for a whole year, then I can
Yeah.
like get to here.
Yeah,
But it's like, what's it worth?
Well, that's how you define it at the end of the day. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
like, what is it worth to you? So yeah, I did that for a few months, and you do burnout, the hard burnout. I did it for like 8 months, where I was just like 4 hours a night, like straight, just like I need to get good. Like,
Do you feel like you still do it?
not as much, but I'm gonna get back to that state. It's just like,
What?
It's a sense. It's when you're in your zone and you're just hustling, doing it, like you're like wired in.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like you've been there, like, where you're just like, I feel like I'm like on top of everything, and you feel like you're on top of the world, and you're like, I'm gonna go, keep on going, and you stop. When you stop, it's just hard. It's hard to start again. So it's like, it depends how you are as a person.
I feel like it's a little bit of anxiety because there's
The
like
fear of failure.
it's a fear of failure,
Fear
and
of
it's
failure.
like it's hard to chill, right? It's hard to like, I'm gonna take the day off. I'm not gonna answer my phone. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna hang with my friends, and I'm not gonna think about all the stuff I have to do tomorrow or the next day or so on. It's almost like this thing is like hanging over my head. Like, I need to be doing something. I need to be planning something, this, that, and the third, because like I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills next month. Like, it's like it's almost like anxiety is like keeping me from like chilling.
I think it's just a balance.
And like, I feel like I've been in the place multiple times where it's like the video or whatever project is due on Wednesday, it's Tuesday night, 3 a.m, and I'm like off of it.
No, I think it's just like your lack of like self-confidence in a way, like your fear, like you're so worried about everything like in life, and you're like, oh my god, I need to do this, and it's like you're just running away, like you're running towards something, but you don't know what.
Yeah.
You know, and like when you feel, if you're not doing something, you feel like a failure, and you're gonna sit
Right.
there and dwell on it.
I hear my ancestors like,
Yeah.
Bobby, you're fucking up.
Well, it's that, and the dark place you can get into, because you're just like, you're running away from that. You don't want to go and like, oh man, I am like everything I put in, like it was for nothing. You don't want to think that, so you just kind of like don't think and just keep on running forward and go towards it. But yeah,
Rueguh, talk to me. What's up?
Damn, bro, I really feel different about this situation as well, because I feel very gung-ho to the situation, because I feel like my entire life I felt like if I wanted something, I'm gonna go out and get it, and I'm not thinking about burning myself out, or like if I'm not gonna get it, because I always have to get it. When you live in like poverty level like housing, you need to go get it. You need to feed yourself at some point. And at this point, like, I'm so grateful for everything that I've ever built up to this point, that if I like die, I'm glad that I got to this point. It's almost just like I wake up with so much gratitude for with anything that I have, and it really fucked me up, you know, because I have gratitude for the online shit, and you know, at one point I had like so much gratitude for the online shit, I forgot about my mental health and like my overall health, and it was really like fucking me up because I was like, I'm so happy I got all this internet shit, and then forgot about everything else, you know, and it's almost just like I don't have, you know, of course I have my burnouts, but it's not a burnout where I'm just like, fuck, what am I gonna do, like all this and that, you know. Photography is not the only thing that it's like can make you money, you know. I'm always gonna have a backup plan, you know, and it's not a bad thing to have a backup plan. I feel like society standards now is just like you gotta do it or you die. You can't like work a 9 to 5 while being by being an artist or something, you know. Like I don't know if I could say this on here, but you know, I could easily like go to a plug an hour away and then flip like a P, you know, like it's not always like photography and stuff, but it's like.
I can easily walk into the chop shop and get like 40 hours a week.
Yeah,
that's easy. Like it's right there. And not easy, but it's like it's there. It exists. It's just like there's a way out.
You know, I think I just don't take. And it's maybe a bad thing, but I just don't take like what I have seriously. I'm very grateful for it, but I'm not dwelling on this moment because I don't think I'm at my peak yet or even near my peak.
It's interesting that you mentioned like internet shit. Do you feel like internet shit makes you feel more successful, or like when it comes to like Instagram likes, comments, like whatever like this virtual love is, do you feel like it gives you like a feeling of success? Because honestly, like me myself personally, like that shit makes me feel like, well, like
there's a word for it, instant gratification. It's just instant gratification. It's
I had to learn.
It is for sure dopamine rush, especially like when you drop whatever your project
hell
is or
yeah,
whatever,
and you get this many likes and this many comments just like that.
It's hard to just be like, damn, like at the end of the day, though, like, you didn't see any of those people, and no one told you anything in person. It's just like they just like, and it's just like you just feel like good inside, like people care about me.
And it, you know, but it's kind of sad in a way because it's like everything you drop, you want to be proud of, right? So before you dropped it, before you even put it on the internet, you're looking at it and you're like, I'm proud of this. I'm proud enough of this enough to post it. And then for some reason you post it and then everyone hypes it up and you're like, oh my God, it is great. But it's like, you've been known it's great. Like you just had everyone else tell you it's great, but you already knew it was. Like you knew it was great enough to post. So if you didn't have those comments and everything, like, do you feel good about yourself? Right.
That also goes back to like when you're talking about if people really mess with your art for its art or just because it's like cool. Mm-hmm. The reason why I just post stuff and just let it be is because like nobody's really gonna like appreciate your own art besides you. And it's like, it shouldn't be a given that anybody else is going to like your work at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Like, you kind of just got to do what you want to do and just post it just because I used to like the instant gratification, you know, like my favorite artists are hitting me up and like, all this and that. And, you know, at the end of the day, these people don't feed you. These people don't come and fucking hug you when you're down bad in your room.
Yeah,
you know?
Can't pay your bills with like likes and comments. It's just like bars. Well, actually, if you guys didn't know, Jesus is going a little viral on TikTok right now. So if there's someone that knows about like likes and comments,
you
and
can
like
actually pay your rent with TikTok. So heads up to you guys.
You're paying your rent with TikTok right now?
You could though. I'm actually working myself. Bro, I just started giving a fuck last year about all what you guys are talking about.
Are you in the creator fund?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So now it's like going up. I have 2 accounts. One of them has 26.k and the other one has 20. And
both accounts have 20.
Just from literally just starting to give a fuck 4 months ago. But
it's
like on TikTok. But now people are giving me money. People want to give me Cash App just because of the person I am.
That's fire,
sick.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
and
fire.
the videos I do. I literally document everything I do.
I feel
Whether
like
it's
that
on
is like
Instagram,
people are actually like
YouTube and blah, blah, what?
I feel like people are like actually trying to like care about you though.
Well, yeah, because I've been out here
space.
since like 2014, 16, being a photographer. But now everything's starting to like blow up.
Yeah.
That's why it literally takes people either 6 to 10 years to do what they do or be noticed or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. That's why you just got to keep at it. But yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, you just have to learn though.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody has to say about TikTok. That shit is pretty goated, bro. Like, it's a very good platform for a lot of small like artists to really blow up. Because I used to claim a lot before even TikTok came out. I was just like, you know, there's a lot of people in my hometown that are extremely talented and fucking amazing at what they do, and it's like they got like 20 followers on Instagram.
And not to cut you off, that's what I'm pushing around my city.
Yeah, bro.
Because I'm from
hell
literally
yeah.
Long Beach to Bellflower.
Yeah.
And literally everybody around there is so fucking talented.
Hell
There's
yeah.
so many artists, there's so many producers, videographers, and I'm trying to at least, whoever gets at least to 1 million first, we all help each other
That's
out.
beautiful. Hell yeah.
So that's why it's like, at least use TikTok to your advantage.
Facts.
Use everything to your advantage. Instagram, whatever the fuck you guys use, Moco Space, whatever.
Yeah.
Sell
Moco
something, you
Space.
feel me? Like, and it's, when you guys were talking about, like, all right, so, what were you guys? You guys were talking about something about creating clothes and just selling it for whatever and stuff like that. That you could honestly do that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, yeah, people are gonna talk shit about it, but who cares?
Yeah.
You're probably gonna buy your mom a mansion with that money. You know, that's my goal. That's why I actually do have a time limit and a rush for my mom and my dad. I want to buy them a house. I want to buy them the shit they bought me when I was younger. So it is a marathon, but it's also like, all right, okay, I do have a time limit. Okay, like I said, it all goes back to perspective of everything. So
sure.
once you actually break down everything, it's like not only worry about yourself, and you actually have a lot of people to think about, it's literally different.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I do want $1 million. And now I'm going to learn all these things that I have, or like this platform, to get that $1 million. And I was literally talking about this.
Yeah.
Before, I used to like want $1 million. And like, I feel like God wasn't listening to me. He wasn't giving me the right fucking gigs. I mean, he was. I got to work with Kevin Gates. I got to work with Lil Durk, a bunch of dope artists, you feel me? That's cool to me. I love hip hop before I got into this shit. But to me now it's like, yo, I could really use this shit and get rich. Because it's been done. You know, we've seen another minority. We've seen another Mexican, another black person, another Asian person get rich off the shit we're doing right now. We're young right now.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person that watches documentaries, podcasts about someone who I want to kind of be like. But I'm going to be my version of that person, you feel me?
Yep.
So I kind of want to inspire or motivate people to do that shit. Instead of like dwelling about the shit that we have to dwell about. Because
Yeah.
you know, for us, with our skin tone, where our background, we're meant to be fucking killed every single day.
Yeah,
You
literally.
feel me? With the food,
Yeah.
the fucking planes and the chemtrails, like we're supposed to die. So all of us are literally trying to make it with a hand behind our back. Maybe some of them 2 hands behind our back. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, you just gotta keep fucking going. Find your fun, find your happiness, and get that money. Because that's literally what this world revolves around. No matter what kind of hippie you are. Money rules the fucking world. And if you want space from everybody, if you want your own world, get fucking money.
Get your own. Yeah.
Get your own
Get
thing.
it how you live.
Get it however you want. Or if you just want to be like in a studio, if that makes you happy, do that. You know? So that's how I feel.
I agree with
Love
everything.
this. Hell yeah.
That's
I
great.
resonate that. I'm trying to buy my mom's a house. I'm
That's what
trying to
I'm
like
saying.
chill.
That's the 12-year-old
Like,
in me.
damn.
Yeah, that's a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I feel like
Tap into your little kid sometimes. You know?
yeah, and I feel like
child.
the motivating factor is like, I don't know. I think about like my ancestors and then before them, and like for me to get here, like people had to like cross over the border and like do XYZ just for me to be here right now, just to like make videos for money. And I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go hard for like all of those people. Like
Shit's
I might
tight.
not even know those people past like my great grandparents, but like I'm gonna do it because like their efforts and their struggles and etc. brought me to this point. Okay. Now question. Now I feel like we all work freelance. But like, how do you guys feel about working for like these corporations or like these companies that
fuck.
reach out?
It depends. What type of corporations?
I don't know, like I feel like sometimes like a popular company hits you up, but sometimes it's like some shit where it's like fast fashion or it's like some higher power that like has money. Like I'm not gonna say who I worked for, but some like I had like a really bad falling out with this music festival that was just like in town recently, and it was a whole bad experience. So like corporations at the end of the day, like it's a business, and like they don't give like I feel like they don't care about the creative, they don't care about the person. Like people are just trying to make money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So like how like in your guys' experience, like how is it like working with like corporations? Because I know what I feel, but I'm just trying to see what you guys think.
I think it's okay, I'm gonna give a perspective of someone that does makeup. I think glam and makeup artists and anyone that's behind the scenes in general, I don't want to speak for everyone, but from where I am, I think we're treated like dirt sometimes. Like, I think it's just kind of forgotten about, you know, like, throw some money, do your job, does not matter who you are, like, anyone can talk to you however they want to talk to you, and respect is a big thing for me, you know. It doesn't matter if you're a big celebrity, a big brand, I will be respected as an artist and the person that I am. So I just feel like my experience with any sort of big brand or anything is just a lot of just not real people. Like, I don't ever feel a lot of genuine, like, connections off of, like, big brands I've worked with. It just feels like, oh, I got hired, I'm gonna come do my job.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm a
it. It's
wheel.
like a robot.
I'm a wheel and the cog. I'm a cog in like the grand machine of it all.
Exactly.
You guys have had corporate
Exactly.
gigs, like.
I wouldn't say corporate, but I've worked for like Huff and Pleasures, and I mean, I haven't met anybody from like the head and stuff, but I met like the creative director. But you know, I feel like they treated me with respect. I think Pleasures is a really cool company. I think anybody should work for if they ever got the. Shout out to Pleasure. I just shot something that's gonna come out soon for them yesterday, but dude, they're good people. You know, they gave me the best experience for, I guess, a corporation, like my first big corporation. And they didn't question my rate. They were just like, we want you to work, bro. Like, we really mess with your stuff. Like, let's get to it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and like now I'm connected with like the creative director now. Like, we talk on like the daily and just talk about random stuff. And it's more than just business at that point. It's just like a human connection. And I really respect that, because I know a lot of people that have had terrible I've had people say like Nike takes like 6 months to pay and then another 6 months to pay the other half, you know, like that's terrible.
I've had my own experience with that, and it's kind of normal, I guess, when it comes to like certain businesses, certain companies. Their payment structure is just like, oh, it's a net. I feel like they just make up terms at this point. Like,
They
it's
do.
a net
I hate
30.
that. I hate
It's a
that.
net 60.
bro.
It's a net 90.
They got to.
And it's like, I'm not going to get my money for 2 months, 3 months. I've waited like 6 months to get paid before. It's just like,
Hell no.
what? Okay, like, what the fuck is going on, guys? Like, why do you guys not have the money on you? If that's the case, just like, let me know. But like, if I have to wait 6 months to get paid, like, whoa, like, and you really have to like, I've had experiences where I've really had to like fight for that money, like, and like email and like, yo, like, where
I hate
is,
that
you guys said it was gonna
situation.
come on Monday, it's Wednesday,
Yeah,
like,
because
where is it at?
I don't want to come off as that person either. You know, I don't want to be like that.
I feel like nobody does, but like,
yeah, you know, because like you always want to set a good impression, but it's at the end of the day, it's like, where's my money? Like 6 months? That's a long time.
Yeah.
Even over a month is a really long time.
yeah, no.
Especially if you just do freelance and this is the only thing you do. Like,
Yeah.
that's a long time. That's what I mean when it comes down to respect.
And at least in my experience, it's like, dude, fuck these companies for real. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care about you. Like,
Yeah.
not really, but like, where's the respect? Like,
No.
damn, like,
100%.
like you guys, I mean, at least in my case, it's music videos. Like, the music video is already out. Like, it's already like been out for like 2 weeks. Like, where am I? At least like, like,
Damn,
pay me so I can close away.
So a video
Like,
that you film for, you get paid even like a long time.
it's common. It's like, I would even say it's like the
That's-
norm of like practices
I'm
where it's
literally
like
in that right
it's
now.
like-
I'm waiting for a payment right
Because
now.
I always felt like glam styling was like the last priority of everyone else. Like, I always felt like,
Yeah.
yo, they're gonna pay off the photographers, they're gonna pay off the people that shot it. Me, I'll be last. Like, that's just what always happened.
I guess like my role more commonly, besides like directing, is like producing. And like producing, your job is just to like make the project happen from like A to Z, from like when the deliver's in. And it's not until like the project is delivered that they're like,
30 days on.
pretty much, pretty
You need the
much.
final
And it's like,
product, and it's,
damn.
you put in all the work. It's the final product 30 days out.
yeah. So it's like a lot of times I'm like, damn, this is good money. And it's like, I'm not going to see it till like 2 months from now.
3 months.
3
And
months
how long
from
you edit, how big the project is.
Whatever,
it's like-
yeah, whatever problems that come with it, it's
Yeah.
just like, it's a hassle. Yeah.
Good to know.
Nah,
Because
yeah.
I always thought I was like, I'm getting the short end of
Nah,
the stick, man.
don't
like,
put, nah, it's even worse. It gets worse, honestly. I get frustrated, but yeah. My experience is like, fuck these companies for real.
No tea, no shade, but fuck these companies.
People, like individuals pay like way faster. It's like I get paid and then like here's your video.
Like a client
boom,
thing? Yeah, that's
right
true.
away.
That
like
is true.
I get the Cash App and it's like boom. By the way, going forward, I'm doing cash only. The IRS is on everything.
saw that.
$600 Cash App, $600 Zelle, Venmo.
Yeah, just do Apple Pay. Just do
I get,
Apple
but they
Pay.
can
for
still
some
scan
reason,
you.
Apple Pay goes above the IRS. Like I
That's
don't
the only
get.
one that's add to Apple. They're
That's fucked. I saw that too.
I'm gonna say what you were gonna say.
Oh, I forgot what was I gonna say. What was it?
What were you gonna say?
Oh yeah. Oh, I think of a corporation. It's just I don't
You
know.
have your experience?
I was like when I went to school, I studied business, so I was just like I already know.
Sick food.
Yeah, I know, right? But I like I
You
have
got a
a lot
BA in
of
business?
So yeah, I know I have a lot of W's and F's, so I wasn't that good at it. But I mean, I don't expect anything less because like they're crooks. Like corporations don't pay taxes. Like I don't expect them to pay me. You know, like they're not gonna pay you. They're gonna take as long as they can because they can get away with it. And it's like, why are we expecting like the most utmost respect for these people when in reality they don't even pay taxes? They don't pay anything.
It's almost like a privilege. Like, oh, you get to work with us.
Yeah.
Like here,
Yeah.
like this is the terms we set. The terms is you get paid in 90 days, and it's like, at least for me, like at the time, like. I guess even now, like if it came in, it's like, oh, you're not gonna get paid for 30 days. I'd be like, well, shit. Like this is a great opportunity. Like I don't care. But then it's like when it comes down to it, it's like, nah, like
You want the
I kind of need that. I kind of need that money you guys promised me like today.
Well, if they could get away with it, and they're hoping you forget, then they will. Like they want to. That's the point. Like they're taking it as long as they can, hoping you like just give up.
Yeah, and I
that's
feel like
literally what they're doing. Like, what are you gonna do? And then after a certain amount of time, you can't just be like, oh, if I didn't get paid for, like, okay, lawyer up, and like you don't have the money to get a lawyer.
yeah, what are you gonna do? You're gonna lawyer up for like
that's
a
what
couple
I'm saying.
hundred, a couple
Yeah,
thousand,
they're
like
yeah, lawyer up. The fees are more
Yeah.
expensive, so they're just waiting for you, like honestly, just to give up.
yeah.
It's pretty much, and you will because you don't have the resources or the funds to even go after them. So
Let's normalize.
Beating the shit out of them.
Yeah. What the?
Straight up, what? I'll pull up. No, I'm pulling up.
Man, I wish we were in like the 80s, 70s when there weren't cameras
Huh.
everywhere.
You dirty motherfucker! You ain't paying me my money.
You could just like do anything.
Pull up to the office
You
real
get away
quick.
with anything.
I don't even know where they're at. Honestly, like, where's your office at? I don't know.
That's right.
That's right.
We gotta start holding our work as hostage. Be like, no, did you send that payment first? And
Well,
then-
send the invoice as to the day.
Send that invoice shit is
Send it
so
multiple times.
bullshit. Like, send me your invoice.
Come
Like,
on.
Send it. I know. You sure already know. I already told you how much it's gonna be. But they're like, oh no, we want to. So they have paper trail.
yeah,
Those
I
things,
mean,
they need
I
that.
could relate. It's like for taxes at the end of the day, but it's just like, bro, like,
They need the paper.
Send me
Well, they
the
just want
money.
paper trail in case you have a.
yeah, let's normalize that for real. Send me the money first. It's just like, damn, send me the money first, and I'll just send
Yeah,
you
I'll
the
send you a music
Dropbox
video or
link.
the
Seriously.
Dropbox,
It's also well, eventually once you start getting into like once you're higher up, you have to have contracts where it's like half the deposit up front. Because if you're not even doing that, if there's no even contract in general, it's just word of mouth, and you send an invoice, they can literally be like, I've never worked with you.
Okay, I have a bad. This is my first bad experience like ever. But like again, I'm not gonna say what this music festival is, but like this music festival came to town, right? And it's my fault too because I don't have a contract. Like I've never had a situation where it's like I need a contract so I can get paid because like most people aren't on some like a tip like that. Yeah, but like it was like, you know, we're gonna go to Joshua Tree and we're gonna shoot this thing, blah 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 blah. You're gonna get paid this much. I'm like, cool. I had a press for the deposit. I had a press for some other stuff. Go out there, shoot the whole thing, and then it's just like not trying to pay anyone, not trying to pay me, not trying to pay the models, not trying to pay anything, just on some straight like disgusting behavior. And I was like, damn, I really wish I would have had a contract in that moment to guarantee I had that money, because till this day I'm still not paid.
So you did a whole project, and they promised you that they were going to pay you a certain amount of money, and you haven't gotten any of it.
No.
Did they post it?
Huh?
Did they post it?
Okay, here's where I fucked up, you guys.
You set the project before you.
I signed an NDA.
Oh,
Damn.
So I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. The NDA was like, here, you sign this NDA.
That was
you
the
get
only
your
thing
money.
you signed?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I mean, you live and you
That's
learn,
natural
you know what I mean?
selection,
But
bro.
like,
Yourself.
damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So yeah, you're not gonna know.
Lesson learned, though. Now you know. Now you know.
Now you have a contract. Because
Yeah.
if it's not on paper, it doesn't
See,
exist.
it's this thing where it's like I have like a contract like Microsoft Word document that I like use, but like I honestly haven't used it in like a year. So it's just like,
There's your sign to use it.
yeah.
You need that to protect yourself.
Seriously, I mean, it's just like I've never been in that situation where it's like I wish I had it, but like I've been in that. Now I've been in that situation where I wish I had it, and like write your own contracts, kids, for real.
Shit, yeah, that's inspiring me to make my own contracts.
I'm surprised you don't.
Yeah, I don't have contract. I've never had a I've had one situation where it was like God blessing me. Like I showed up too late to a shoot. They didn't want me, and I was like, oh fuck. And then at the end of the day,
what do you mean,
like they asked me to come at 4:30 in the morning. Okay, I came at 5. Okay, I came at 5. No. This is like last year. I came
and
at
then
5.
They were like, we don't want you.
Yeah, they like, you came too late. The girl that booked me was like, don't come. And I was like, I'm literally down the street. And they're like, nah, like the model's gonna do her own makeup. And I was like, cool, like it's 5 in the morning. I'm gonna go back home and fucking sleep. And at the end of the day, she told me, she was like, yeah, no one got paid. So it's a good thing you didn't go. And I was like, no one got paid? She was like, nobody got paid except for the model. And I was
How does
like,
that even happen?
No written contract.
How does that even happen?
I would have been pissed if I got there till 4:30 in the morning, did makeup, stay there for a while, bro, and I didn't get paid. Are you kidding me? I'd be pissed.
If they could get away with it, they will.
Was this like a company or what was this?
It was a music video.
Oh, okay. Okay. From someone that does music videos are fucking sus.
They are.
Sus.
Very sketch.
They put too much work to you don't even get paid that well. If you think about it, like you could get paid good, but it's just like the amount of work and effort and like all these things you have to put into it. Like I had to put my own ideas and like I had to bring the equipment. I had to do this and they're like, oh, okay, we wanted this amount of time. Like we want it in this short time. We're like, okay, and then it's like,
yeah,
and it's like we don't like the edit. It's like that is the worst feeling where it's like
we don't like the edit.
Like the edit's like, oh, it's just not that good. Like. And it's like when you're like, dang, I thought you wanted my vision. They're like, no.
we have notes. Oh my gosh, notes get me tight. They got notes for photos. Do they do that? If you got,
God,
yeah.
They got
I
some
cannot.
chances.
You ever get notes?
Hey, one thing I hate is when they tell you, hey, could you shoot photos like this? You should have just booked that guy. That's my homie. I actually know him. You should have just booked him.
Yeah, but
That's
they
what
tell
I
you that
hate.
after they booked you, or like?
Yeah, they'll tell me after like another little meeting.
Can you
or
shoot
whatever.
like your homie?
Yeah, I'll be like, dude, do you just want to shoot this? Like, that's one
It's
thing.
like good. That's fucking annoying and just rude.
But at the same time, if the budget is big, I'm like, okay, then
I'll shoot like the homie.
I got it, I'll go.
I could be the
I'll be
homie.
the homie for a day, But other than that, yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. That's iffy.
See, I never, like, for me, in my job, I come, do the job, and that's it. Like, I don't think of, like, the editing. I don't think of, like, notes. I don't think of, like...
Must be nice.
Yeah, for real, must be nice.
That's like
You don't have to
Yo,
stay
I got
up
long
10
hours,
hours,
too,
8
though.
hours at
I
night.
do got long hours, too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like debunk it, but it's just like, damn, like imagine getting notes. Imagine you did your
Yeah,
whole
no, that would
thing.
fucking-
Imagine you did the
That's
whole makeup
depressing.
look, and they're
No,
like,
that's
you
why
know
I, like,
what?
feel
Can
for
you
you guys.
change?
No, that's how I
this?"
feel for you
Like,
guys, because that would make me...
Really, with videos, I
photos is just like.
I feel like people in
easy.
photos gotta have it good. I feel like people like that do makeup and like that are on set the day of have it even better. Cause like you get to go home and like,
Yeah, I was about to say-
after that it's like
No, yeah, that's
over.
why I was... Because music videos already feel fucking long and really tiring. And that's why when you guys are, like, talking about music video process, I'm like, damn, like, I do my job and I go to bed. That's
Yeah,
it. That's it
nah.
for me.
That's awesome.
No. I like after the video. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Like after a music video is shot, it's probably like 2 weeks before like the music video is like actually done. 2 weeks. Like it takes a long time. Kombucha.
Nice.
Depends. Yeah, it depends. Honestly, videos just depends what they want.
No, but by notes, I thought you meant like when they give you like an email, like a call sheet, and they put the notes of like what kind of stuff, or like a lookbook. I always appreciate when like they know what they want and they know they want me for that specific thing. Cause I recently did a thing for Hat Club, and they just gave me like what they wanted, and a lot of the stuff was just like my photos in there. So it was just like, okay, like I
You
got
had
it.
your photos as like the mood board.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, yeah, I was like, all right, let's get it. Like it's easy, and then like they basically wanted my entire like just everything. They wanted me to get I basically did my own casting. So I got her as the makeup artist, and I got like my homies to come through and just like come and like help me and be supportive, just to like in case I needed somebody to hold a strobe or something. Like it was like they just trusted me, you know. This is another big corporation that I really appreciate, you know. It's just like instead of like these net 30s, net 60s, whatever, they were just coming through, you know.
And that's a beautiful thing, getting a bag with all your friends and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like getting paid to hang out.
That's just sick.
Bro, it was
Seriously,
so
getting a bag with
fun.
your girl?
It was
Yeah.
so fun.
Question: how'd y'all meet?
Who?
You two.
Oh God.
At the strip club.
How did all three of y'all meet for real?
Uh,
How did this happen? Like honestly, like on some power couple shit. Cause you guys are doing shoots together. Like you guys are really doing it. Like sheesh.
I've heard that from friends, but I've never really heard it from like
That's so
the
nice
outside.
To
Yeah,
say.
I
That's so nice to
appreciate
say.
Power
Thank
couple
you.
shit.
We met
Okay,
at a
so now tell
party.
me.
Yeah.
A party?
Yeah, we met-
Not even like on some work stuff. Like
Nah, it wasn't even like a crazy party either.
what's that, Jaime? You got something to say?
No, I'm just. I'm breathing. Just getting gaslighted here.
Yeah.
No, we just met at a party and then we got close through work.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
homie Clip.
Shout out Clip and
yeah,
Gingy.
shout out Clip. It was his
Shout out Clip
birthday.
and Ginger Boy Q.
Yeah, I just met him, and then I talked to Ginger Boy Q first, and if I didn't talk to Ginger Boy Q like that day, I wouldn't have met anybody. I would have been on like my lonesome type.
Feel it.
And then we just started creating projects of our own.
Yeah, I shot this like video because I used to do like VHS videos, but I shot this video like a fashion film, I would say, and then after that, like we just kicked it every day, and then I had.
What you were gonna say?
Yeah, where does it go from here?
Nah, it's just because I was gonna say, yeah, pretty much. I used to live in Downey, like Southgate, that area, you know, like South LA.
Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Orange County. I'm from Garden Grove, but I've been back and forth from like fucking Riverside to Orange County to like South LA. But there was this point where like I would just be over here all the time, and it was like a 30-minute drive during the day, so I would just sleep over at her crib or Ginger Boy's crib, and then we just became like really close from there. Yeah.
And I think it's the best thing ever when you can create together.
Yeah, real
I think
shit.
Yeah,
that's a
because like
connection you
your
can't
guys'
just have
projects
with-
together are crazy.
Thank you.
Like
Yo.
the Edward Scissorhands one.
That was
and,
with
like-
another photographer, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh no! Wait, how were you involved? Because you
no,
posted
yeah.
it too, right? You were just
Nah,
posting
nah.
it just because.
I just shared it.
showing
Yeah.
love.
You met the mask one.
Yeah, you're probably talking about the
We're
mask
editing it
one.
back.
The
You
mask
met
one,
the
yes.
one.
What else was that? You guys did one in the desert that never came out. I don't know what happened to it, but
I
like,
think was it me? Was it me? Was I modeling in
Silver?
it?
Is that the Hershey
Was I
Silver?
silver?
I don't know.
We
Yeah,
have a
it
lot of
was.
projects.
Yeah, we also
really
have
do have a lot of
the
projects.
devil one.
I feel like there was one in the
Double
desert
one.
where something happened and your flash didn't come
It was
on.
me. It was me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it
her,
was
yeah.
me.
You're
I was
painted chrome?
completely-
Yeah.
Yes, and then the strobe was there.
And then
Yeah, rest in peace
it's
to
never
that
gonna
strobe.
come out ever now.
No,
No.
Nah.
You were there too, Jaime?
No, I just saw the photos are horrible.
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, I did not have
It's
fun.
okay.
They're good.
How is it like being in like a relationship where like there's like two creatives? Like, do you feel like, do you guys pass each other like what your guys' ideas are for like certain projects?
You know what's
or,
so
like-
funny is I think that I mentioned like in this interview, like we were talking about the interview. I don't know if I'm just imagining this, but I remember thinking if you were gonna ask me this question and I was gonna joke around about it and be like, he steals all of my ideas.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
I feel like you guys have to at a certain point. It's just like not steal it, but it's just like you guys talk about like I feel like I
We
would talk
don't-
about so much.
I think
Yeah,
we-
no, we just put it out in the air and I'm like, it'll literally be just like
You know, yeah.
I'll see something cool and I get inspired. I'm like,
A shoe
yo,
like this
we
would be
do
cool.
This. We do something like this. Like we'll literally say ideas out loud, and then we want to if we really like it. Like the mask shoot, dude, was literally
Yeah.
out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, we were just talking
Like,
about Jim
nowhere.
Carrey, like top 3, top 5 actors, and we put Jim Carrey out there, and then we just started talking about the mask, and
Yeah.
then 2 weeks later, we're shooting with our homie Tyshawn. Shout out Tyshawn, an amazing model. Like,
Yep.
if Tyshawn sees this, I just want everybody to know he's an amazing ass model.
Yeah, because I'm also not even trying to be like sucking my own dick, but I'm a makeup artist. He's a photographer. We can make fucking whatever, bro.
Whatever you want.
We can literally make whatever.
Yeah,
so
we-
if
we-
I have an idea, if he has an idea, like we'll make it happen. Like I can make a character, he can make a whole storyboard or whatever. Like it. I think it just comes with ease. Like there's not really a.
Yeah, and like at the end of the day, like you guys are friends, and I feel like making shit with your friends is like way better. Like I feel like I try to do that as much as possible. It's like make stuff with my friends. Like I feel like it's really easy to get caught up where it's like, oh, like I'm just speaking from like video standpoint. It's like, oh, there's this DP that's really good, and there's this editor that's really good, and there's this colors is really good, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, I'd rather work with my friends than like anybody else.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Because you'll work better, I feel like.
Yeah, that, and it's like, why does it got to be work? Why do you have to say it's work? Why isn't it like this is like fun, or like this is like just for funsies or whatever?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, just saying like, oh, this is work just makes it like kind of like a turnoff. Like it's not work. Like this isn't work. Like I would do this regardless if I got like paid or not. So like this isn't work.
Yeah, real shit.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I like that. I like the always like pay your friends or don't get discounts from your friends. But like me and my morals, the way I like sit with my morals, I always feel like my friends are always gonna support me for anything. I might as well support them in the way that I can. So like usually with like any close friends, if they need a project done or if they want me on something, then I'm just gonna do it. Like at that point, it's not really about the money because it's just my friend. You know, I built a relationship with them. I might as well just have fun. Make more memories.
Yeah, normalize working with your friends.
Yeah.
Because I'd 100% rather work with my friends on a set all day than be the only than me be the only person
that you know
on a set. You know, like that is not. It's not that it's not fun. It's just.
It's like kind of cold and like
Cold
distant.
and boring.
Like
The hours go
then
by
you just like end up on
slower.
your phone all day. At least me, it's just me. I'm just like, oh, like
Yeah.
y'all
real
do
shit.
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right here if you need me. All right.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is cool.
I'm
guys-
warm.
Shout out Bobby Astro, man.
Do you
Shout out Bobby Astro.
Shout out
500 days of dick?
Yeah.
500 days of dick.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it called? What's this show called?
500 days of dick.
Oh,
in the camera and be like,
What the fuck? Wait, what?
500 days of dick.
500 days of dick. What?
Yeah.
Know that.
Wait, who owns
Shout out
who
Dicks.
owns 500 Days a Day?
Nobody. We're all 500 days of dick.
That's
You're 500
fire.
days of dick. You're 500 days
Yo,
of dick. You're
oh,
500 days of dick.
listen.
Nah, nah.
Listen, though, hold up.
You're 500 days of
Hold
dick.
up. There's someone.
Shut up, Dicks.
Listen, I asked this last time I did a shoot with y'all, and I still don't know who really is the front runner. So I don't know if it's a secret. I respect the grind. I fucking love it. Whoever sits down and edits and watches all of this. I don't know if it's you, Nick. I don't know
Plot
if
twist, it's you.
It's me?
Yeah, you're 500 days of dick.
Damn.
Crazy. Nah, but big respect to the whole gang, whoever it is. Y'all are cool.
500 DD. Oh, that's
500
I'm paying attention
DOD.
to Shit, that's what's up. That's that clip you guys were posting, huh?
500 days of dick.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Why is it really?
You gotta say it with your chest.
Oh, 500 days of dick. Okay. Cool.
Wait, why is
Yeah.
that the name? Why is that the name?
Why is that the name? I don't know, cause I'm not the person who started 500 days
You're
of
not
dick.
the
But just know,
But who was?
Yeah. Like that's what's up.
we'll never
I
know.
feel it.
Literally, I think it might have started itself. It's like, what came first, chicken or the egg? What did come first, chicken or the egg?
Someone went on Instagram and typed in 500 days a dick and made the account. I'd like to know who made the
But
account.
who did? What came first, though, the chicken or the egg? Why do we exist?
Whose email is that? I want to know.
500DOD@gmail.com. 500DOD business at
Alright,
gmail.com.
we're getting
I just
somewhere.
look at the recent Instagram names for it. You can
Okay.
look at previous
No, that's
names.
what's up. That's what's up.
Do you guys feel like you have to feel a fan base? And if so, like, how do you feel
Yeah.
build a fan base?
Nah, for
Anyone.
sure, bro.
You feel like you have to
You
build
gotta
a fan base?
bro. You gotta connect with all your people, bro, because those are the people that are gonna ride for you. Like,
Do you feel like you started with like I need to build a fan base, or do you feel like you just like were like I'm just posting shit and like
The word fan is just fucking weird to me.
yeah,
The word fan
true?
is really weird
Because like
to me.
I'm a fan of you, I'm a fan of you, I'm a fan of you, new fan of you, and I'm a fan of Fat Jesus. I actually just like Jaime, we just met randomly. I wasn't following you. You're the only person that I met that I wasn't following you on Instagram before I met you. But like, I'm a new fan of you. I'm a fan of your CRT synthesizer work. I'm a fan of your music videos and the VHS work that you do. But like, I'm a fan of like actually everyone here. I was the person that was like, we need to talk to these people today because I'm a fan of all of you guys. So talk to me. How do you build a fan base? And you feel like it's important to build a fan base?
I'm gonna change the word to audience. Because
Okay,
fan base
go
just
for it.
feels a little weird.
Go for it.
I would just say fan base is a little weird because that shit gets to people's head. You know, like I feel like the word fan can just be very egotistical. Like there's a lot of people that could admire your work, but I'm never gonna like look at you, Bobby Astro, and be like, you're a fan of mine.
But I am a fan of yours.
Okay, but I'm not gonna look at you just as Bobby Astro is a fan. I'm gonna look at Bobby Astro as an artist. Bobby Astro is his own person. I'm never gonna just look at you as just my fan. You know, like I feel like that's just weird because I'm not a celebrity, and also like maybe if I'm up there, like I'd feel more comfortable saying fans, but
Right.
I think to go back to the question, I think it is very important to build your own audience and get to know your audience and like see what.
It's like what is an audience though? You know, is like the audience just like people that don't fuck with you? Like, or are they
That's
people
true.
that are your fans? And like,
Supporters.
I guess I feel like that's a weird way to say fans though, because like at the end of the day, like I'm fans of the people that I'm sitting in front of here. Like I'm fans. Like the reason why I invited you to the studio was because I was like, dude, I'm a fan. Come through. Like come.
You're a fan of my work, but you're a friend of mine.
Maybe now, but
Now,
like before
but
we
you-
didn't know each other, I was just like a fan. And
That's
it was just
true.
like it was like a cold DM, like dude, just like
That's true.
come through.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I feel like I don't know. The word fan just gets to people's head of like they're a fan of you, but they're just a fan of the shit you put out. You know, they're a fan of what you put online. That doesn't
Right.
mean that's who you are.
Right.
You're
There's a
putting
difference
on.
between a fan and a friend for sure.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
I remember watching this sermon like last year that you will meet fans, followers, and friends are people that will say no to you and will say no to choices that they don't think are good for you. Followers will want to do everything you want to do and just follow you and pretend to be like you and be on that grind that like, yo, they're up, so I'm going to do everything they can that they're doing to be up. And then fans are kiss assers, you know, they won't say no to you. Like they'll say yes to every single thing. And for me, like, I feel like my audience on Instagram, me personally, I don't really be super vulnerable. I show my work. I don't show a lot of
Yeah.
my personal life. So it's like they're fans of my work. They're not fans of me personally. I don't really put out who I really am to that
Yeah.
amount of people just because I'm not really comfortable. And also, maybe one day I'll be more comfortable, but it's the internet. It's internet shit.
Hell no. I don't even post like really pictures of myself. I'm like, I don't want you guys to know who the fuck I am. You're just gonna like respect these videos that come out for real. Like, no, I'm not like.
Yeah, that's why I really only say like fans can get to your head. That's why I don't say fans. I'll just say
Yeah.
like my audience, my followers. You know, I'm still very grateful for the audience I have, but I'm never gonna call them fans. That shit's a little weird.
You feel like you have fans, Jesus?
Fuck,
Especially now,
yeah.
like.
To be honest, I started like as a community, as with people. So it's like I don't know. It's like it goes from like supporters to you have fans. You're gonna have fans, but you
I feel like
also
fans
have
exist.
supporters, and then your audience is the people you gravitate towards it. The people that
that's a
see the
great way to
same
put it.
way that you see. You know, the same way life you got. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I feel like, and I feel like people just gravitate towards what they're more familiar with,
Yeah.
or what they like too. So you know, like I feel like I don't know.
I like the way you put that a lot.
Yeah.
How do
Just
you
deciphering that.
build the fan base?
How do you just be yourself? I feel like being undeniably authentic. Even if you fuck up, if you got people that fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you and ride with you.
Yeah.
You know, and then those fans, I don't know, because you can get crazy people who will like look up your address, and you know that's goes into psychoism, you know. So it's like, fuck, yeah. So you got stalkers. So it just depends. You really just have to balance and differentiate every fucking person and thing. And then I don't want to categorize people and put them in a thing, but I mean, you just notice, read people's energy. That's it.
Yeah.
I feel like, but yeah, if you just want to grow an audience or a fan base, just be yourself.
Real shit, yeah. 'Cause
Just always be yourself.
yeah, I've caught myself being vulnerable, like, on my story sometimes, you know, like, posting shit that, like, people don't post on the daily, and, like, you know, I could be that person and be like, fuck, I don't want fucking Pierre Bourne to see me down bad like this, like, shit, like,
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
you don't want them to see
Eyeballs
that
looking
shit.
at me like they can't know I'm sad.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
And I
exactly.
I never thought about that.
And I feel
I really
like-
don't give a fuck what everyone
Yeah,
thinks about me. So
and I
kinda
feel like
feel
at this point where I'm now vulnerable and I'm like, I let all these people see whatever I'm going through, like, there's people that are gonna unfollow and be like, "Yo, I'm not trying to see this shit. Like, fuck this dude." And then there's these people that are
It's
just
funny
gonna,
though. They're gonna support someone who literally just did the same thing you did.
yeah,
though.
real shit, and with like way more followers.
Yeah. So
If
why are
they were riding for you, they're gonna ride for you regardless of
Yeah.
like you're sad or not. But
Real
like,
shit.
I could see it though. I guess that's like a little bit of anxiety because it's like, I don't want people to see me like this. But like, you're just being yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with like being yourself. I feel like people that like, I don't know, maybe it's like everybody, but like, even if like you're not like putting out your creative work, like that still is like the place to like be yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe like Instagram doesn't have to be your therapist or like social media doesn't have to be your therapist, but like you can
Facts,
still
yeah.
be yourself
Yeah.
and like be authentic with like your emotions like at that time.
Yeah.
I feel it though, where it's like I don't want to let people know I'm like down bad or like I'm going through it right now, but like
Yeah, my main motive is like to really promote like mental health awareness, because like I bet I can relate a lot from like you and Jaime or you or just anybody that's a minority. You know, they don't really take it serious.
Don't talk about it.
It's like you just wake up, go to work, and then come back and repeat. Like you as a man, you have no time to really just sit there and be sad about shit.
yeah,
And like now,
It's
I'm
very
really
different because you guys are also boys.
Yeah.
I was about to
yeah, like
say.
the machismo comes through and it's like I can't like talk about my feelings like I'm solid. Like it's really like a presentation. Like, I have to feel like I have to present like I got my shit together. I'm solid. Like nothing's gonna get me like nah.
Yeah, I'm really here to really just show everybody like the true and like the rawest form of all this shit. Cause, bro, there's so many people that I've like lost in my life that seem so happy, bro, and then you see them just off themselves and it's just like, damn, like we were just skating 2 days ago, bro. Like what the fuck happened? Like,
It would really be like that.
yeah, I'm really here to really just show everything. You know, I can't hide anything. I'm really here for just the people before anything, a human before anything.
Yeah, be a human before anything. Damn. I honestly I've never gone like through something like that, so I feel like I can't even say like I relate on that like piece, but like damn.
It's really hard for me to be like, because I learned a lot from you. It's very hard for me to be mentally vulnerable like that online. Because I think a lot of, this is my branding. Like, this is like, what if someone's about to book me? They look at my story and they see I'm depressed and they're not going to book me. Like,
Yeah.
I always think like that, where I don't want to ever seem like I don't have my shit together, because I worked so hard for my branding. I worked so hard to get my name out there that I do not want someone who's preying on my downfall to be like, yeah, she's depressed, you know? But I do also remember that I need to not give a fuck what people think. I need to not give a fuck about who's watching. It's social media. People are watching regardless.
At the end of the day, do you think this social media stuff is even like real like that?
No.
Not yet.
No, not
Not
really.
But
yet.
is it though?
Maybe it could get
Is
like
it,
more
though?
like real life. Like, look, like it's like when people say when Instagram's down and all these influencers, Instagram models, like what jobs do they have? I think that's where I say some Black Mirror shit happens. You know, that social media isn't real. That you really only show the good sides in your life. You have the complete control to show the type of person you are, and you could be completely faking it. And that's where I say it's not real. But social media is a great tool for our jobs. Social media is a great platform to show my art. That's real. I can really like connect with people, and I've never met them. That's all real. But in a way that like of really showing who I am, I can't really ever show you who I really am unless I'm in front of you. You know, like unless I'm face to face making connection. So social media can only go so far.
Right.
Maybe like the metaverse can fucking get there one day.
Nah,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
trying to mess with no type of metaverse. If there's like a divide where it's like you can be in society if you'll be in the metaverse, or like you gotta be like a fucking, basically go back to like Neanderthal, like hunter-gatherer lifestyle, I'll go to the hunter-gatherer team, like for real. Honestly,
God.
fuck
Yeah, I feel
fuck
that.
that metaverse shit for
Nah,
real.
I feel that.
That shit's all fake. Okay, like everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like Ready Player One, but like, okay, Ready Player One was a shit universe.
Shit, that was crazy.
That's a great movie.
That
was
is a
great
shit movie, honestly.
Really?
Like,
Really?
yeah, like, damn, like,
I thought it was
like,
great
It's a good
too.
movie.
okay, it was a good movie, but like that universe is shit. Like honestly, like all these like people are like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna escape the reality of like I'm gonna go
Right,
into
right.
like this 3D universe and like all my problems are gonna be no, dude, no. You still gotta pay rent. You still gotta feed yourself. You still have like a physical vessel. Like fuck all that like fake.
Yeah, like if it
stuff.
comes down to social media is the only reason why you love yourself so much and why you're like your self-esteem is so high is what I'm trying to say. If social media is your main thing
Yeah.
of why your self-esteem is so high, I think you should rethink your priorities.
Do you feel like you could be yourself, Pastel Vogue makeup artist, without social media?
Damn.
That's a good ass question.
That's a good question. The thing is, it's hard for me to answer that because I don't know who I am without my whole brand.
Honestly, I don't know if I could do what I'm doing
Without
if it
Instagram.
wasn't for it.
100. That's why I have That's why I have a hard time answering that because without Instagram, I wouldn't have a job.
And the only thing I have really is Instagram. I just made a TikTok, but like, I don't have anything else. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have anything else. Like, only thing I have is Instagram. And I feel like if it wasn't for like that one platform, like I wouldn't have like there's none of this exists.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, I wouldn't have met.
I wouldn't have
y'all
met
like that.
anyone.
Well, I would have met you, but.
I would have been
nah.
like just in the hometown, like kicking it
That's
with like
crazy.
yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. As much as like I want to talk shit about it or like hate on it or like be like, oh fuck social media, like I really couldn't have the life I have if it wasn't for this.
Yeah, I'm just learning that now too, cause I'm living like the duality of a lot of things that are being said. Cause I grew up not on the internet and not being able to like afford a phone and shit. But like I hopped on like the internet like way too late. You know, a little point to where I feel like I'm a boomer sometimes. You know, but
Like I didn't have a MySpace, like
Yeah.
I didn't have none of that. My first phone was like the first Huawei
Bro.
from like Metro PCS.
Yeah.
So like
bro, I had like the Obama phones and shit. Bro.
Obama phone. I basically had an Obama phone and like Metro PCS until like I didn't get an iPhone till like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, mine
something
was like
that.
sophomore year.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was late in the game. Like seriously, I grew up hella poor, so like I didn't have like none of that. But yeah,
Yeah,
continue.
for sure.
Sorry.
Oh, no, but I'm now just getting a taste of like what the internet can do, because it's been my first year and like it's been fucking amazing, and like I'm over here like at 30K TikTok and fucking millions of views, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you go from like working all day and then seeing your friends at like fucking 4 a.m. and then going to sleep and then seeing them at work the next day like over and over. And like now I see this shit, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I did not know like any of this shit was like even here. Like I've seen it like when you guys were talking about YouTube and shit. Like I can only fantasize it because I couldn't expect it from like where I came from. But now I just really just live it in a way.
And you've only been doing photos for like a year, right?
No, I've been doing freelance for a year, so I've only just started like getting paid for my photos. But I've been shooting for like 3 to 4 years, just skating with my homies, just recording them, taking pictures of them, doing tricks and shit. I didn't really care about. I didn't really think of it as like an art form. You know, I was just taking pictures and saving memories.
Damn. And like I feel like everyone can kind of relate to like this idea like we couldn't really do what we like, our creative endeavors couldn't really exist or like pay our bills or like pay our rent if it wasn't for like social media platforms.
Yeah, 100%. Very grateful for social media, but I don't let it get to my head.
But at the same time, it's like not real.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's like the struggle I deal with every day, where it's like, okay, even like every day I feel like I have to like, at least for the studio, right? It's like, I gotta like post something for the studio to like promote the studio or like to try to get it booked or like do X, Y, Z to try to like get another booking or like let people know I'm available or like let people know I'm booking for the month or like let people know this or that. But it's just like, dude, like what? Like at that point it feels like fake. It's just like I'm trying to hustle and I'm using this as a tool and it's not really like real. Like sometimes I feel like maybe it's imposter syndrome, which I feel like is like a newer term to like throw around for like this feeling, but it feels like what I'm doing feels like a pipe dream and it's just like, it's just me. What I'm doing feels like a pipe dream and I'm just like here now, but like any moment it can like
Be snatched.
fizzle away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why it's like I get into this like grind mode. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay up all night, boobity bop, because like I feel like it could go away like tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like I feared that for a little bit because I have like 2 to 3 strikes on my Instagram, and at this point, Instagram is just
How you gonna strike on
How do you
Instagram?
strike?
yo. I was.
I feel like you could get
Yo.
I feel like you get banned on TikTok for like whatever.
Smaller shit, yeah. Is it you're posting weed or wax or something?
I posted weed once, and then like I just
I got 2 strikes too on my Instagram. It's
yeah,
stupid.
but like I was living in fear just because I thought it was just gonna be banished, and I started to prioritize like my real life at one point. I was just like, I can't just be sitting here on Instagram praying that I get this gig, like I might as well go out and drift my car or snowboard or go skate or just have fun, It's okay to make a life outside of social media because, there's supply and demand in social media. Your followers are always going to want you to be there, attentive. Like, if you don't care about your platform, they're not going to give a fuck about you. But at this point, I'm just like, you know what? You're going to have to, like, I know it sounds very selfish, but you're going to have to live by the way I live, or else, like, you can't really just be a supporter if you're not there for the cause,
Yeah. Now that you mentioned like snowboarding and like doing other shit. Okay, I just started like getting hobbies like pandemic time, because it was like hustle, and then it's just like when there was no one to hang out with, nothing else to do, this and that, I was like, holy fuck, I need some hobbies. So that's just like, and it was like a fear too, where it was like I feel like I'm one dimensional, right? It got to the point where it's like all my existence and all my life is like my craft. Yeah. And I feel like I need to do other things. So I actually started skateboarding. I started doing other stuff. So it's just how do you feel like, what do you feel? Okay. I feel like, I'm just going to explain how I feel, and maybe you guys can like bounce off of that. But like, sometimes I feel like it's hard to be human in a way where it's just like, every waking moment, like I'm dedicating myself to like my craft, where it's like making videos or doing whatever, and it's like, damn, like where's the time for like myself in this? Like, what do I actually want to do today? Like, what do like I don't know, like I want to work out, and like, and then after that I just want to chill, and then maybe later on at night like I want to go do something else. But it's just like, I don't know how to explain it other than like a fear or like an anxiety, but it's like I feel like I always have to be constantly working on like this thing, and it's just like I get to a point where it's like I feel like my life is becoming like one dimensional.
Yeah, like work is just your life.
Yeah, life is work is life.
Yeah.
Like.
No, I feel that. I used to work and shoot every single day, like every day. Like it was literally no joke. There was a concept every single day. And I thought, like I'm grinding, I'm working, like I feel like I'm fucking great, And I felt like I was getting all this feedback back that like, like all these people also supporting it. And slowly but surely, like everything else outside the social media, it's like, my apartment's a mess. My mental health is a mess. I'm not taking care of myself, bro. So it's like
car got the check engine light.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if I'm working constantly, but I'm not. When I turn all that shit off, what do I really have in front of me? I feel like fucking dying. So is work really life? Like if I don't let myself live in every other aspect, I feel you completely in the whole. I don't got hobbies either, dude. Like I'm still trying to figure out what I like besides work and makeup, especially because makeup to me was always a hobby. And now it's a career, so I'm going to have to find out other things to do that I'm not just going to do because it's making me money,
And I feel like people, like, glamorize, like, oh, be your own boss, like, do this and that, fucking 9 to 5. But it's like, bruh, you don't understand. If you don't have a 9 to 5, like, you're stressing.
Every other fucking hour, bro.
Yeah, you're working every waking moment. It's not a 9 to 5. It's not 40 hours a week. It's like every waking moment, you're, like, worried about, like, how am I going to get to the bag? Like, how am I gonna make the rent this month? Like, how am I gonna, at least this is just me, like, at this point venting, but it's just like, nah, like, it's not, like, the only way to exist. Like, I've actually thought about, like, just, like, getting a job recently because, like, it'd be nice just to, like, it's here, I'm here for this time to this time, and then after that, I don't have to think about shit. I can play Xbox, like, I can do whatever, I can, like, pop a molly. I don't know. Like, I could do whatever. Like, seriously.
Yeah, because you are your own boss. I remember when I took like my first vacation last year. I went to Miami, and I was like, whoa, I don't have to work like this week, like. And then I realized I was like, I'm the one I'm the one setting the schedule. I'm the one setting the gigs. I'm the one doing this. Like, I didn't know I could take a pause for a second to take care of myself. But I think it just comes down to balance.
It does come down to balance, and I feel like it comes down to like making enough money to where like you get to have that time, right? Because like people that have, I mean, I can't speak for all people, but I feel like if you have a career where you get like work 9 to 5 or whatever. You get to have Saturday and Sunday off, and like that's like your escape or whatever. And I feel like, I guess this goes back into like working for corporations or companies where, this is my experience, but I feel like the money that these corporations are trying to spend is like less than, they're always trying to like nickel and dime everywhere. That's like the role of like a business, right? And I feel like nickel and diming so far to where it's like a starving artist would want said opportunity. And this is me, right? Like, oh, we have X amount. Like, do you want this opportunity or not? And it's like, I'm gonna take it. And it's just like, dang, like I don't know how to explain it other than like it's just like going through it at this point. I don't know where I was going with this other than like, it's like nickel and diming everywhere to the point where it's just like I'm barely making it month to month to the point where I don't get to have this break. And like the grass is always greener on the other side. Like it's almost like this quote, like I just gotta make it to this week. Like I just gotta make it to this month. And then it's just like, it's 2022 now. And like everything that I said I was gonna do last year, I still haven't done. And it's just like, sorry, that's very negative, but like that's just where I feel.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta take jobs just for the money. And like you gotta just hope for the best, that at one point I hope I can take a break, and then I can hope I can take some time to creatively like actually fulfill myself. But that just comes with the job. That's why I get what you mean when people think that this is easy. Like 9 to 5s, you do have more structure, you have guidelines, you have people that's been done that. What we do, no guidelines, no sort of history that you could really make this, no sort of teachers, no courses,
no roadmap even. It's just like, what do I do? Like what decisions do I make? Do I say yes to this or no to this?
Yeah, like
And
you
it's
really
just
are
like,
your own boss.
Yeah. And it's just like, like, I don't know if it's like the best way to live, I guess.
Yeah, I think it just goes down to, like I said, I think grind, I think work 24/7 can be kind of toxic, but I think what I learned, at least from last year, is rest is just as important as the grind.
Amen. That's why this year we're normalizing taking a chill, playing video games. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna have a barbecue.
Take care of yourself.
Go on a hike, bask in the sun, read a book, yoga, acai bowls,
Meditate.
whatever. Okay. Do you guys feel like your art makes a difference in the world?
Ooh, I like that question.
Not yet.
No, yeah, no.
For me, not yet.
Okay, why?
Well, I haven't reached like my potential yet. I'm like at 40%. I feel like.
You're about to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's all. I love Dragon Ball Z, but yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Not
Yeah, I
yet.
agree.
I still got a long way to go. I'm barely 26. I don't want to like limit myself to anything. Wait, what was the fuck was the question?
You feel like your art makes a difference?
Just about art making. I don't know. I really don't know yet. Like I really can't say that yet.
So wait, you're asking if your work changes people's worlds,
Or has it made a difference?
what do you mean by that?
Because I've been
question?
inspired. people.
Interpret the question and respond how you feel.
So I mean, I guess our work could change someone's world. Like I mean,
It's
of
inspired
course, yeah.
people. Yeah.
For
Making
sure.
people like
I'm pretty sure
I don't
it
know, look
inspired
and
people.
kind of be like, whoa, this is possible. Someone's doing this. Like from where I'm from, like someone's doing that. Like I don't know, it's kind of different, out of the ordinary. I get we're inspiring people, but not like the world. It's just a big
But the people
population.
around us, we
Yeah.
definitely are some sort of
But
way.
that is our world, Like it just depends on your perspective of it.
And it's crazy too because you guys like live together, and I feel like that's cool that like your friends like inspire each other because like you guys are all like doing your own thing.
That's fine.
It's just like if your friends, if you're like this, like that meme, if your circle doesn't inspire you, you need.
Yeah. No, woke memes. True. No, that's true.
What's funny as fuck is that like we're almost to the point where all our friends live in our apartment building. that is damn near like,
Shout out to my mom.
yeah, real shit.
I'm
Shout
about
out
to say
to
shout out
her
to my mom
mom.
because my mom's all our apartment managers. So
Yeah.
shout out to my mom.
What?
Yeah, that's how they all be living in the building.
Yeah, bro, I
'Cause
didn't, bro, I
it's my
had
mom.
no credit when I applied for that fucking
My mom
place,
just has
bro.
a good heart. My mom trusts that my friends are good people, and thankfully they are good people. So we live in the same building.
I'm trying to move into the same
For
building.
real, I was
for
about
real.
to say, what's the rent or what?
Just to be a good person.
Yeah, bro, just
And hopefully there's
What
vacancy.
bedroom or studio? No, just kidding. That's what's up, you
Keep in touch. Shit.
Those are legends.
You guys are also legends.
But yeah, nah, but to answer your question, it is a 50-50. I could say I inspire, I guess, my world around me because there's kids that just hit me up and just like, wow, like, you're fucking sick. And they're like 13 years old. And then you see them going out and they're like, hey, how's this picture? And I'm just like, damn, like, good shit, you know, like, keep going. And then you go to like the duality of it and there's some fucking 60-year-old man. He's like, I don't give a fuck about this kid. Who the fuck does this kid think he is? Like, he doesn't give a fuck if I had some dude do a backflip over some shit for a photo. But yeah, I guess it answers both of their questions, you know? Like, I'm changing my own world, like how people perceive me, I guess. Or just change.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Hi, man, talk to me.
I just answered
No, that's, I think that's a good. My world, yeah. I'd also say the same thing. I think if you are already putting your foot on that journey of trying to make a difference, then yeah, you're already making a difference. I think representation is very big for me as well. So if I can inspire another Asian girl to do the same thing, then yeah, I think I'd be making a difference, even if it's not a huge difference.
That's inspired. I mean, I got literally my city in my name. Fat Jesus 516, so I just try to inspire people around me.
Yeah. Even one person saying they're inspired by you fucking means a lot.
Yeah.
It really does mean
Yeah.
a lot.
It does.
Okay, while we're here on air, we need to know the Fat Jesus origin story.
Oh, fuck
Oh
yeah.
my
Where is
God.
this name from? I'd love to know.
All right, so pretty much, like, I was one of those kids who was just bad, but making everybody laugh, you know, in class. And there was like 3 Jesuses. There was a tall one, a skinny one, and I was the fat one. And it's literally, so I was like, yo. And it was the most Hispanic school, too. It was Los Flores. Like, come on. So there's like a fucking Jesus in every class. And I just always happened to be the joke, the fat one. And I literally just ran with it when I went to 7th grade. Because I was doing like not normal fat people shit. Like I was jumping fences with my friends. I was athletic as fuck. I could fight. Like it was just not a normal fat kid. And shit like that. So it's just like, yo, that really is Fat Jesus. And I had long hair like to right here, but I recently just cut it. So I just, you know.
Are you religious?
Am I religious? No, but I am. I mean, Taoism. Or do you know what Taoism is?
Taoism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm Taoist and Catholic.
Oh, cool.
So if you guys ever read
Taoism.
the Book of the Way by Lao Tzu,
Okay.
go ahead and
Wait, that sounds
fucking
very
fuck
familiar.
your brain up.
Taoism, I'll
Yeah,
look
so,
that up.
yeah, read that book. I read it like a few times, and I'm also Catholic because I was pushed on it, but I also believe in a higher being. I don't know if it's God herself or him or whatever, you know, but there's definitely something that has saved me and the people around me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I believe in. But until then, it's still like Taoism, and there's ways of how to live, you know?
Does your name
It's
ever
really
get you
simple.
in trouble?
No, it actually makes people laugh. It literally just makes every person I meet laugh. And it got to the point where when I get pulled over, I tell them I'm Fat Jesus. They're like, what the fuck? And then they look at my ID and they just start laughing.
It says Fat Jesus on your
No,
ID.
it's Jesus, but
Oh,
they're like, why
okay.
you say Fat
That's
Jesus?
a sick identity.
Yeah, right?
That's
But
pretty
Fat
cool.
Jesus is on the get fit journey.
Oh, yeah, right now, yeah, because I've been fat well, not my whole life, but like ever since I got my tonsils taken out. You know, like just more
Oh, I
food
can
to
see
fit. You know, just
Yo,
more
that's
food.
a great YouTube like video journey, like or TikTok journey, like
Definitely,
Fat
yeah, I'm
Jesus
on
gets
it.
Slim Jesus or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to take that to
Who's
the
working
level.
out
Can't be
doing?
Slim
He's
Jesus,
doing
isn't it?
dips on the regular.
Yeah, no, but because I used to, when I was younger, I used to play football. I used to be a multi and like stuff like that. I was really athletic and like out here. Like when you guys say you guys used to play Xbox and stuff like that, I didn't. I was literally outside at street fests, Linwood fairs and stuff like that. That's the kid I was.
Sick.
I was always out with my cousins or people older than me. That's why I feel like there's generations in me. You lived in the desert?
You lived in Palm Springs.
I mean, that's all you had. So I
30
feel
minutes
like-
away.
yeah.
What position were you in football?
D tackle and offensive line and sometimes center.
Guard? Were you guard ever? Or you
Guard, yeah. Well, I played the whole offensive line, so they needed me wherever, and I was just that guy.
play football too? It was okay.
Yeah.
Football was crazy, honestly.
Well, it fucking makes you
They were like, "We're gonna go to week 14," and I was like, "What? I'm
You
trying to
know,
get off by
like,
Thanksgiving,
what?
bro. What?"
I think a concussion just makes you.
I had-
it permanently damages your brain. Cause
Seriously.
after that, I had a concussion. I changed. I was just like,
Really?
what? Yeah.
I've had multiple concussions.
That's
Damn. That's what
Yeah.
football players be like.
Brain damage,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I kind of stopped because I was just like, I feel like I'm getting different. I felt it.
I feel like
I don't
I'm
know
getting
what,
different.
and then I was just.
It gave you a mental
Every-
illness.
feel like
I
Vogue.
have like a hard time remembering shit to this day. Like you'll tell me something and be like, yeah, and then like I didn't hear shit. Like what?
Really?
Kind of.
Yo, I make Fat Jesus laugh. I'm happy. I said, did football give you a mental illness?
Like brain damage. So, like, I think it just changed your your neural pathways. Like,
Football does cause mental illness for real though.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
like, it changed,
There's
like, your neural
trauma.
pathways.
No.
Like, I started,
Like, it makes sense, like, if you think about it.
I remember like
CTE,
in
right?
I remember like in yeah, but
Yeah.
like I remember like in like 7th grade, my parents put me in this one in like Pico, like a junior like football league, and like dude, the coach used to be so fucking mean that like I used to like pray to God, like cause I was really upset at that time. I'd be like, I pray this motherfucker dies.
Bobby. I was saying, I was saying football gives you mental illness by how hard you're hit. You were thinking that on your own.
No, this was before the mental illness. Like
What the fuck? I've never gone to that.
days before rodeo, but it's days before mental illness
Days
for
before
real.
mental illness, I wanted my football coach to die.
Seriously, cause dude, like mean, like be yell at you, like
you get scared, you get PTSD.
seriously, it would be like yeah, like.
You ever cried? You started crying.
No, I never
Oh, no.
cried, but like
Cried, no.
not externally, but like on the inside. You know what I mean?
You wanted to cry.
Yeah, it'd be like they'd be like in the like okay. They'd be like you'd be like in the huddle and be like, you're being a little bitch. And I'd be like, oh and like damn it, like you just like all the like really like toxic names they could call you, they would just get you and like
And you can't talk back.
not really, because it'd be like, do 500 up downs. It'd be like, like it'd be some dumb shit like that.
I
You'd be
hated
getting
those.
punished. Like, yeah.
Bear crawls too.
Yeah. Bear crawls was stupid. But honestly, then the silver lining to that, I got so fit
Yeah, I was
in
about to
football.
say.
I was
was
fat.
really about
Okay,
to
I
say.
was fat. I was fat Bobby. Like, honestly. Like, I was chubby.
Hill.
And then, like, they started making me do bear crawls all the time. Next
That
thing you know,
shit works, yeah.
no, I swear. I remember I was in, like, the 6th grade, like, the 5th grade, and I was chubby. And then, like, I started doing football. I showed up in the 6th grade, and then everyone was like, oh, are you a new kid? And I was like, what? Like, yeah. People started noticing me, like, dude, are you new here? And I was like, dude, no, I've come to the school since kindergarten. Like, what? Like, no, this is not a joke. Like, people thought I was a new kid for real, because, like, I lost that much weight. And I was like,
I
damn.
had no friends, so.
Wait, what?
So silent.
That was so crazy.
It just felt like, no.
Yeah, I know. What's happening? Why am I getting attacked?
I feel it. Wait, from what age to what age?
It was like 7th grade. I went to school at first, like brand new district. Went there for a whole year. 8th grade, I go to like class like the first week. People I had class with or I seen, they're like, "Are you new here?" I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy." I had no
Seriously?
friends. I had no like maybe 2 people kind of like knew me and talked to me, but I had like no friends 7th grade. It's pretty crazy. I went a whole school year where I just went to school, didn't talk to people. It was weird.
Honestly, I went to like a school where it was like kindergarten through 8th grade, and like I went to the school with the same motherfuckers for, like, dude, an academy, and like
Wait. Boarding? Wait, like a.
it wasn't like a
private
board.
school?
It wasn't
No,
like
it's
a boarding
just
school. It was a
academy.
public school, but like an academy. So
Wait, you
like,
went to school out here?
You're a Boy Scout?
none of those things. Like no, it was just like a regular, I guess not a regular public school, but they didn't separate like elementary from middle school. So like from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade, I went to the same school with the same kids.
Hell
And at
nah.
the end of it all, I was like, fuck y'all.
Hell no. I
Seriously.
would have not wanted to do that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Hell nah.
Everything switched up when I showed up on 6th grade, and they were like, "Are you new here?" And I was like,
Y'all been on me.
"What?"
I just said yeah. I agreed. I was like, yeah.
Damn.
I don't want to reinvent myself, so I did it. Yeah.
I feel it.
Take advantage of it.
I was like, "I've been here," and then they were like,
Yeah. I'm like, you didn't even know me like that. I just told you like straight up.
I forgot what question we were on.
Nah. Oh, do you feel? It was like, do you feel like your art changes the world? I think.
I think we kind of answered that, right?
I guess.
We got into football somehow.
So, yeah. Right.
Sports, man. PTSD. It's straight.
I think we answered all the questions. But yeah.
Wait, you had one question that was really nice in there.
What was it?
I think it was the success one.
We didn't answer that.
Oh, how do you measure success outside of like?
You
what,
said to bring that up right now, right?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, Nick said to bring it up right
nice.
now.
I mean, how do you measure success outside of Instagram? Like, seriously, like, is it like, some people would argue, right, that like you're successful as an artist, like if you just make art. But like, do you feel like that's the case?
No.
Why?
Because, well, for me, I think success is defined by a lot of things. Well, for me and like what I set up for my life, I think success isn't just money. I think success isn't just like commercial wealth. I think success is mental health. I think success is wealth enough for my family to be, you know, set and fine for a while, and for me to be able to do all the concepts I want to do and not kill myself for not having enough money to do it. Or, you know, like, I don't think of success as just being rich as fuck and like just being able to like get my art and be famous. Like, I think of when success for me is being able to have, damn.
I don't know, because you also, like, you said, like, something like, oh, like, basically, like, having enough money, but then you also said, like, having enough money, like, at the same time.
Having enough money to do the shit I want to do is success to me, but that's not, like, success, what I'm basically trying to say is success isn't just money for me. Like, like, money obviously is a part of my success, yes, but I wouldn't just say I'm successful because I'm rich, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like the best way, like, I could describe it is, like, not having to worry about, like, how I'm going to make those ends meet.
Yeah, that's the way I meant to say.
To the point where it's, like, I get to chill. Like, and I guess this goes back to, like, oh, like, people think, like, 9 to 5 is, like, glam. It's, like, glamorized, but it's just, like, if I was able to, like, just, like, chill for, like, multiple, like at least 2 days, like, on end, like, not thinking about anything, like, that would be, like, success. Like, I don't know, like, my bills are paid. I'm not worried about, like, the first of the month coming around, like, success.
Yeah, that's how I perfectly say it too. And also just not be, I don't know, just be happy. Like, actually just overall happy with myself, to love myself, to be proud of myself, yeah.
Be able to have time to go to the gym, feel good about myself, be able to afford those acai bowls, be able to afford, like,
cook your own food.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Going into
Special guest.
Special guest, Delic! Woo!
Going into the
Yeehaw.
Instagram thing, like, how do you feel about, like, Instagram, like, boxing you into what they want you to do? Like, how do you feel about, like, you have an idea, but you have to fit it into Instagram? Like, if you take a picture, you have to fit it into their box. Like, you can't,
Like being a content creator?
or you had to, like, put it into their IGTV. Like, everything on Instagram, or not even Instagram, like, social media as a whole, like, they try to make you do exactly what they want you to do. How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel? Because, like, you guys said, like, Instagram, like, helps you put your content out there and, like, it shows people what you want to do. But, like, what if you have, like, a raw idea that doesn't fit into Instagram? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, like making things that wouldn't really be like for the algorithm or for like,
that don't
like,
literally
it's like
fit
something
into a
uncomfortable.
box.
Yeah. No, I mean, you just gotta pave the way. Be the first person that starts that journey. Like, if you're one of the first people, that's even fucking better, honestly, because that's your own idea. I get what you mean though, because sometimes
because you have to put it on Instagram, or you have to put it on social media. Like,
If not, did you actually do it? Like, at least for me, right? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, like, I think of a video, like, for me to share that video, it's gotta be like a minute or less. Like, like what? Why
yeah,
can't
you have to fit into these
Why can't I just
confines.
post the
Like,
whole video?
exactly. Yeah.
Well, you gotta think there's other platforms. I just don't think of Instagram. Like, you're not gonna put like a movie from I guess Quentin Tarantino on Instagram. It's gonna be in the movie theaters, you know. Like, you gotta just.
But how?
Well, there's limitations to everything. Like, you gotta realize, like,
If you make a movie right now, how are you gonna put it out?
well, you put it out through different, I guess, platforms, through the movie theater, get it, I guess.
That brings up a good question about like like how you're gonna distribute like your art,
You're gonna distribute
and
your-
and like that's like a big thing that like I've been dealing with recently is like I guess it comes to like it goes back to that question is like do you need Instagram to like be an artist? Like example, like we all just saw each other at that photo. I don't even
art
know
gallery thing?
art gallery, like. I don't know. Like, do you really need like technically that Instagram was the platform that we used to find that art gallery so that everyone could show up to that thing. But do we really need it? Like, do you really need
I
to
feel like you don't
consider-
need it. Like you don't need it.
No, and I feel like it being there and being so convenient has like got us to a point where like we feel like we need to cater to it to do these things.
I feel
But,
like we do fit ourselves into this Instagram box, and we do what Instagram wants. Like the algorithm, we filter ourselves through social media.
Yes,
That's
and
what I feel.
And we're in reinforcing what it means to like put yourself out there because if the platform is like asking you to distribute this way and you do it, you're basically
Exactly.
reinforcing this idea
Exactly.
that if you want to be an artist, you have to put it out like, in
Exactly,
this
we
way
have
when
to.
it doesn't have to be the way. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bella.
I think
That was-
Instagram is just the
Thank
easiest
you.
way. Like Instagram is like one of the most easiest platforms you could just go on and and put your art. And I feel like I get what you mean because there is a bunch of shoots I do as well where like fuck this doesn't fit, like this doesn't look good on my feed, like this won't crop well if I have like it just doesn't look good. So where am I gonna put this? And I think I get like that too where I'm like, oh, I guess I just won't post this picture even though I really like this picture. And that sucks, but yeah, you have to cater to Instagram a lot. But I think just not depending on that being your only platform to show your art, because I do agree. I agree, and I agree that you don't need it. But if I didn't have Instagram, I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I like that question a lot because, you know, you do get put into a box. You do get conformed to like what is it given to you. Sometimes you kind of have to be grateful because Instagram gave you the platform to post whatever you want. But for me, I always thought of it as like, I got what I need from Instagram to be able to post something, and I'm gonna post stuff that's like to the top or that's pushing the limits of that box.
Mm-hmm.
So like those people could look at that and be like, yo, we want you on some other shit. Like if you're doing this shit on Instagram, what the fuck are you gonna do in a movie theater? What the fuck are you gonna do in real life? Like if you see some crazy shit on Instagram and then next week I'm just like, yo, art gallery next month, this day to this day, and then there's people flying out and all this shit, and like it's like damn, like I'm really pushing like that box because I used to think like damn, like my shit's just gonna get lost in the feed, and then here I'm just another Instagram statistic, and it's just, I like that question a lot because I never really acknowledged that I've ever thought about it in that way, but yeah.
Instagram really for real isn't real life. It's like Instagram is a box, and it's just like,
For sure.
You got to think bigger than Instagram. A
For
good
sure.
point.
this is real life. What we're doing right
Yeah,
now.
talking, connecting.
What you're filming right now, you're gonna have to fit it into a box for Instagram. It's like it could be
Yeah.
fit in any way that you want in your mind, but you have to
My
do it for
advice?
Instagram.
Oh shit! Fucking get a website. I don't.
I literally was just about to
I
say
don't-
that.
there's a
I
solution
literally
for
was
everything. I
just
don't
about
know,
to
like-
say that.
Yeah.
I feel like we make our own
Build your
problems.
portfolios.
Just don't limit yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
don't
limit
limit-
yourself.
just limit yourself.
Steve-O literally came out with a
Yeah.
movie.
It is
On
on
his
you. It is
website.
on you.
Twitter, there's YouTube,
It's true.
TikTok.
It's on the individual, yeah, for sure.
Well,
Like,
yeah. No, didn't Steve-O just come out with a movie that he
Yeah.
was complaining about the same thing? And then he literally made a website. He just promoted what he could promote on Instagram as a tool, you know? It's just, I don't know.
Think bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think bigger.
Don't limit yourself, you feel me?
Don't put yourself in
Whatever
a
you
box.
want, that ideal, run with it. Don't let nobody stop that fucking idea, but do it on a website where you're able to. You know, break it down to where like, all right, where can I put this shit on? Boom, Pornhub, fucking UJIS, all right, fucking whatever, you know?
you jizz.
You know?
XNXX.
For sure. For sure. And I think just the website in general,
I feel like they constrict you on purpose.
period.
Social media.
Yeah.
Especially like if it's something like TikTok too, where it's like you really can't express yourself. Hold on. Oh, Jesus got something to say.
Oh, no, I was just talking
Like
to
you really can't express yourself
can't.
in the way because okay, at the end of the day, Instagram, Meta, Facebook, whatever you want to call it, that's a business, and like you gotta fit in to like help them make money. So the only it's almost weird like us trying to make our living is reinforcing Mark Zuckerberg making his living because at the end of the day, everything we post is gonna like get more eyeballs on Instagram. That's gonna reinforce more people on Instagram. That's gonna make them be able to sell more ads. And at the end of the day, who's making more money? That guy over there. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, do we really have to subscribe to that? In a way, yes, but like, there's another reality that exists, and it's like kind of like our power as like, and our responsibility almost like as creatives and as people to like, nah, like that's not how it
Yeah.
like, that's not the reality that like we just like want.
Yeah, and it's really hard to just like limit your talent and everything you've made just to an Instagram post, you know? Like I feel that same way of like if I didn't post it then people didn't know I did it, but it's going to be in my resume, it's going to be in my portfolio, and like something he pushes for me a lot is to build my portfolio on my website because it also comes down to professionalism. Like if I want to work with like Vogue or like a huge magazine and I don't have a portfolio and I don't have a website, like you think they're going to look through my Instagram and just be like, yeah, she's the one, like her Instagram, like she has a great feed. Like no, they want more, you know, they want to see that I take care of my own business and everything, and I don't want to just rely on Instagram being my only way of art. It seems very small-minded.
Yeah, I feel like in this moment in time, I feel like social media and like the entire online presence is almost like it's either two. It's like two things. It's the newest Wall Street and it's the newest like stock, because TikTok, Instagram, whatever you use, like it's built to like make your attention span so like short.
Yeah.
Like
They
you
literally
need
made that. That's
like
why
those
the
five
creators don't let their
like
kids use this.
yeah, like those 5 seconds.
Seriously.
Those 5 seconds are so important, bro. Those first 5 seconds of a video are just, you either get their attention or you don't, and that's it. It's like you either impress this person or they never hear about you ever again.
Yeah.
Speaking of attention, like honestly, like being on the, I never would have described myself as someone with a short attention span or someone like, recently I've used the term to describe myself like ADD or like ADHD, but like I feel like these things, especially like me, where it's like I like me making my thing to feel like I make it interesting or whatsoever is like, it needs to be like
Yeah.
so stimulating to the point where like I can't get bored, to where my
Yeah.
gauge is like, if I got bored, like I need to change something or like do something else. Like
Yeah.
that's just me personally, but I just want to see what you guys feel about that, because I feel like me practicing and like working on these platforms and doing this thing like basically like got me to this point where like I have a short attention span.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I already lived with like ADHD for my entire life, so I've been had like
Really?
the shortest, yeah, the shortest attention span I've ever had.
They both keep their brains stimulated, man.
Yeah.
Really easily.
I
Yeah.
feel like by habit I got myself to this point.
Yeah, you know, it's not always genetically or like
Like
it,
born with
it's not always, you're not always born with it. You know, it develops a lot, and a lot of adults have it. It's very common for an adult to have it, just because, you know, TikTok now it's like you have 15 seconds and then you're stuck on your phone for like
It's about your environment.
for 3 hours, 15 minutes or 15 seconds at a time.
That's a good point too that I was gonna say earlier, that I feel like because attention spans are so short that people will try and make content that is so like crazy and exaggerated, and they try and like
Clickbait.
yeah, clickbait, oh my god, yeah, people aren't really themselves a lot of the time on social media because they want to exaggerate so people catch their attentions. They want to do the craziest things, they want to do things that are controversial and shit, and I feel like it goes back to, if you're not being yourself, then that's not going to really last, because you see all these trends. You see people put tattoos all over their body, dye their hair crazy colors, piercings everywhere, just to get the attention for a second, you know, like to get that thumbnail that, who the fuck is that? They're doing this. And then what is their career though? Like what is their art? Like what are they really like what are they actually trying to put out? Like are you just trying to get clout? Are you just trying to get famous? Or are you actually like doing this for the art because you love to do it? I feel like a lot of people fall to that. Like Island Boy. Like do they make good music?
No.
Are they talented?
No.
I think that's a little subjective.
You
I'm not going to
remember-
define the talent.
You guys remember Boon Gang?
No. Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
I'm an island boy. I put my vest on, yeah.
Who, you?
Like a Walmart man. I'ma make it to the top.
What the hell?
Island boy.
Wait, so you get...
I know all the bars.
Wait, you
Island
bought
boys.
their shirt from them? Like, you gave them money?
You feel me? Like, look at yesterday's price is not today's price.
Wait, is this their merch?
I have shout out Quarter LA. I have the I'm an Island Boy shirt. I have I'm a real fan of the Island Boys. Like I heard they got canceled for some reason, but like honestly, like I'm an Island Boy.
I enjoy
I put my vest on.
I think it's pretty
Yeah.
funny. It's like, you know.
I think
Yeah.
it's funny, too.
If they weren't who they were, that's a bomb hook.
Yeah.
Exactly. See,
Hasbullah is a legend, bro.
Hasbullah.
Yeah.
Hasbullah
I
foot.
saw him, I paid him to like stand in my car, like just like you know. Just,
Is that the little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a little kid. He's like 22, but.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you feel like it's crazy how like we can say so much via memes?
Yeah. What's the culture? It's a whatever.
People will like explain like a whole societal dilemma, and it's just like monkey, and it's just like what, like damn, that explained everything I thought about like capitalism for real, for real.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you educate yourself a little bit more than just memes, though.
I don't know, that kind of hit me.
Yeah.
You gotta conversate about other things
No, I'd rather have people think I'm not educated, so I can like you know turn the
so you can
tables.
manipulate.
Yeah, real
Turn the
shit.
tables,
That's the best way, yeah.
No, well, it's not even manipulate. It's just like
How do you educate yourself now?
YouTube,
As an adult.
reading.
Ooh, YouTube.
YouTube and reading?
Interesting.
Yeah.
YouTube and reading. I feel like.
reading. You don't have to
Do you guys read? When was the last time you read?
read anything. Like
Like
whatever.
2 days ago,
What'd you read?
I read "Love Is Something Is Not a Thing" by Bell Hooks. Love is something. It's about reading how love affects your life. And see, look at that. Yo, hey, I'm doing the work to take care of me and fix my toxic habits and my traumas. So who else
Facts.
is gonna do that? No
Why
one.
are people putting you down for doing that? Exactly. I've been reading.
That's crazy.
Bro, I got TikTok for that shit, bro.
I've been reading
You're gonna say
100 Years of Solitude. It's like a novel, one of those novels you're supposed to read in high school, but I didn't read it in high school, so I'm reading it now. What?
Oh no, I was just talking to her.
Okay, so who else reads here?
I used to read a lot, and then
Used to.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah. I through a phase when I was on.
What'd you read?
A bunch of business books. Anything from Good to Great, How to Win Friends and Influence Others. I had like a bunch of books, dude. By a bunch of like Dale Carnegie and fucking Simon Sinek and just a bunch of people who are like the fiction or nonfiction books have. I guess,
Honestly, I didn't recognize any of those books.
they're the books in the nonfiction section, business section, and like self-help. So I'd read a lot of those books, and then I don't know, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I was pretty addicted.
This is when?
Well, I still listen to podcasts. Like books when I used to read was like my junior year, and then I probably read like 30, 40. Like I was crazy. I don't know.
Did you guys ever have AR points, like in school?
Yeah.
Have what?
AR points?
AR points?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Racked up the points. How many?
Where'd you
books
go to
read?
school at?
Only low income
Here.
areas. Only low income areas.
That's
Yeah.
really only low income areas?
Yeah.
AR points.
It would be like if
Yeah, that
you would
makes
have
sense.
to read so many books and like take a comprehension quiz.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like
the book, yeah.
basically if you knew the book, like you got the AR points. And I remember I read all the Harry Potter books and I was like,
It was in-
I thought I was the shit.
It's 'cause
Honestly,
I
like
think
in
it's only
third grade,
low-income
fourth grade.
areas to show like kids are actually getting educated and they get increased funding.
Oh, was that when like they took you to like the library Tuesday and then they made you pick out a book?
Pick
and
it up.
Yeah, and then they make you
Yeah.
take a quiz on the computer.
Yeah.
Dude, my school used to like do some crazy shit to try to like boost AR points. They'd be like, dude, if you get like,
Pizza a month.
nah, even crazier.
Ice cream?
Nah, even crazier.
Touched you or what you think?
Nah, okay. Okay, yeah, this is gonna sound like kind of weird, but like one year the principal was like, I'm gonna dress up as a hot dog and you get to like bring condiments to school and put like ketchup and mustard
No,
on me.
that's worse. That's literally
That's
worse.
even worse than what I
That's
thought.
literally
You had to
completely
touch him.
worse.
Yo, why would you want to
Yo,
do
That is weird.
Okay,
He was
there
a man?
No, it was a lady.
Oh, that's even worse.
Okay.
Hey, don't talk shit on Miss Fermini. She was the shit.
Mr. Meaty?
Miss Fermini.
Oh.
Yeah. One year it was like, I'm gonna fill a pool with like chocolate pudding and we're gonna swim in it. I didn't make it that year and I was kind of hurt. But like,
She's kind of weird.
Do you guys have Read 180?
she's built different for that.
You
For
guys remember Read 180?
What?
Oh, okay, that was on the RA then.
Read 180?
Yeah, is that right?
You both went to school in LA?
No, I went to Southeast LA.
Yeah, I grew up in La Puente, so like I went to like a district over there. Yeah, but yeah, AR points school. You remember like California state tests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fifth grade was like the serious
Sheesh.
year.
Okay. 5th grade was the serious year. Okay. Oh. Okay. In 3rd grade, wanna know something crazy? I got every question right. And like I thought I was the smartest kid ever. I was like, I'm a genius.
I think I missed.
And I got a medal. And then after that,
You got a medal?
they gave me a medal.
That's awesome.
And then after
You still
that,
have it?
huh?
You still have it?
Ooh, I don't think so.
I don't hold that so special. That's cool. Got every question right. Did everyone here take the SATs?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you get?
I didn't take the SATs.
I took it.
I was trying to get into college. I was serious. Like in high school,
No,
I
I
was
dropped
like,
out of 10th grade.
no.
Yeah, I dropped out of 10th grade.
I technically dropped out.
You don't have a
11.
GED?
No,
Oh, you don't got a diploma at all?
no.
Respect. You're doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
Bars, G,
Straight up
bars.
Mexican.
How do you drop out?
You just don't show up.
You get into fights and you don't show up.
You just don't show
Yo,
up.
you literally just don't show up. Like,
you
they.
literally, and then they're like, you know what? He's so fucking
they,
bad.
like-
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
can go
gonna
to your
call."
house.
Don't they like try to ticket you or
It's
something?
only low income.
No,
They send
well,
a
I've been
letter.
in the court system since I was like a little elementary. So at that point, they're like, they're just
They
like,
lost cause and they just
yeah,
gave up.
like,
No,
yeah. I went
seriously.
from Mayfair to Bellflower, back to Mayfair to Somerset. And Somerset's a continuation school where all the badass kids from that city and the cities around link up. And
You went to
bro,
a
I became
continuation
like,
You went to a continuation school?
yeah. And that's where you have people from Downey, South Central, Compton showing up to that school. And that's where you got fucking, who pulled up there? Have you guys ever heard of that fool, what's his name? That dude who sang that song. Oh, Who Kid Woody? He went to that school. Like a bunch of legends went to that school. But it's a badass,
Legends?
yeah, badass kids. Badass
Silver-tooth
people.
kids right there.
Silver-tooth kids, yeah. But it's crazy
The
because that's
Aidens,
one of
all
the,
the Aidens went there
bro,
for sure.
that's Somerset. Shout out to Somerset. Somerset's a school where you literally learned how to become a drug dealer, learned how to scam, you learned how to throw events because I used to throw parties and shit. I learned how to fucking take apart a fucking NOS tank. Like I never did a lick
Damn.
of homework. I literally just socialized with people and that's it.
That's
I love
my life.
continuation school.
You went to
That's why it's a
continuation
Yeah,
school?
I'm a super senior. I graduated late, but I can tell you, bro, the continuation school, bro, have the realest people there, bro.
Yeah,
It's
the-
none of that like fake teacher's pet shit, bro. It's like
No
they're
one
there to
gives a
help you to
fuck, yeah.
survive.
Yeah, everybody's either like doesn't give a fuck, they know they're gonna lose, and like people have like don't even have parents. Someone has a fucked up crackhead mom. Someone got molested and shit. You know, that's that type of school. Yeah.
You know what's funny, bro? I have this full circle moment with this kid named Eric. In freshman year, bro, he got in trouble so bad with our teacher that she kind of snapped on him and was like, "What the fuck are you gonna do with your life?" Like talking shit on
A
him.
lot of that. Yeah.
And then he was like, "I'm gonna be a truck driver," bro. I seen him at a Kmart when Kmart was still around, bro. And I was like, "Yo, bro, like what the fuck happened to you, bro?" And he's like, "I dropped out of school at like junior year." And I was like, "Damn, so what the fuck you do now?" He's like, "I'm a truck driver, bro." And I was like,
Money,
"Yo,
bro.
yeah, he makes bread, bro. He makes like
80K a year at minimum.
80, 90K a year, bro. It's insane."
Bro, I realized at a young age you really don't need school. You just need to communicate with your community and learn your part from there. Just like Mexico.
I mean, are you even really learning anything in school? Like, if we're being
Bro, I
honest,
don't
because
remember
like
shit.
Nothing at all. And
I remember like
except math.
being in high school and then like this foreign exchange student, like probably like sophomore, junior year, is in this math class with me. And she's from like China, and she's like, "We learned all of this, what you guys are learning, in like 8th grade."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, because I was born in the Philippines and I moved here when I was 3, but my brother was maybe like 8, 9. So when he came here, he was already in I remember he had to go back 2 grades, basically. So he had to be in 5th grade when he was, like, supposed to be in 7th. And he was already set up on a system that he was going to be fucked. Because it just wasn't catering to whatever he learned already in the Philippines. He's already pretty advanced. And also, like, you're a foreign kid coming from a different country. You already have so much more to learn, language-wise, people-wise, everything. But yeah, he told me, and I didn't really feel the changes because I don't really remember much, but I know, and especially in Asia, the education is way different. But yeah, I can relate to that. I left school in like junior year as well, but I just found a way to like test out because there's a test system here in California. But school didn't do me well either.
What does that mean? You just
Test fee is like the GED, but under 18. So it's just you take a test for math, science, and English. You get that, you pass it, and you get your diploma, dude, and you're out.
So you can get your diploma before
senior year, and they don't advertise that though. No one will recommend doing that. Everyone will tell you not to do that because they want you to go to college and they want you to do the whole traditional route. But if I stayed in high school all 4 years, I wouldn't be here as well.
All right. And that's why economic collapse is looming over because no one wants to pay their student debts. And that's why like it keeps getting pushed.
FBI
It got pushed
over
back.
there.
I'm in debt
Oh, no.
for being in college. Okay, yeah. Film school, all of that, I'm like a good amount in debt. But
More than 10?
yeah, more than 10 but less than 50.
Oh, like 30.
What the fuck, bro?
I'm gonna be real. It's 30. It's like 30.
Yeah,
30.
I was gonna say, you put in the middle.
30.
30.
But like, I feel like I'm on the lower end of the spectrum when there's people that like.
Like $100,000.
Yeah, you go to USC, it's $80,000 a year.
Yeah,
You
that
think
shit
like
is
people want to
wild.
pay that shit? No.
No.
Like, I think that's why everyone was supposed to start paying in February, and they kicked it back to like, I think March or April. So yeah, once everyone starts having to pay that shit and like
You just defer it, but then you're like,
bankrupt and
no.
whatever credit means, right?
Your credit's gonna go lower, but
Whatever that means.
you're just gonna like, interest rate's gonna go up a lot over years.
Damn.
That's why you gotta put all your money in crypto, for real.
Put it in yourself.
Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Best investment you could ever
Buy
make.
lights.
Invest in
Pray
your-
for
invest in
Bobby
your
Astro
education.
and his student loans. I'm so
Nah, I'm gonna pay those shits off,
He'll
bro.
put them off within like
Yeah,
5
hell yeah,
years.
you will.
I'm gonna pay them off.
Guaranteed within 5 years.
5 years is like, I could see that.
Yeah, within 5 years.
5 years is
You
like,
can do
You
it.
got it.
So
All right.
dead.
you guys, it was amazing. I think we talked about a lot.
That was very fun.
Might have went on off a couple tangents, but you know what? We're here and we made it. Thank you guys for coming through.
Shout out Bobby.
No.
Shout out 500 Days of Dick.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
500 Days
Shout
of
out.
Dick. Hell yeah.
Whoever that is back there. We don't know who that is back there, but
Get in the frame. Get in the frame.
see.
I'm fucking weak. Oh my god.
All right.
Crazy.
Movie
It's like a
magic.
ghost.
What's your name? I didn't get your name.
That's 500 Days of Dick too.
We're not saying we said
500 Days of
earlier.
Dick member number
We-
1.
Okay.
Yeah, 500 days of dicks.
This was super fun.
500 DLD.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're up there, you're up there.
That's sick.
Is there like a ranking system? Is there like
Oh,
a
yeah,
prestige
family,
master?
family.
How it's nah, there's no ranking system. Like everyone on 500 D&D is equals, but like what your number is based on like when you join. So you definitely want to join sooner rather than later. There's a number 1. We're not gonna say who number 1 is, but no. Yeah. But
Number 1 is the one making all the funny story posts, huh?
I don't know.
Nah,
Fuck
that's,
y'all.
that could be number 3.
Who? Who's you know?
Delic is number 9.
I'm number 9.
You're number 9.
Yeah.
Is this like the kids next door?
Yeah.
That's kind of
It's sick. I fuck with it. 500 Days of Dick. You guys are fucking sick. Keep making these.
Hey, that
podcast
rhymed.
reviews. Yeah.
That rhymed.
You guys are very
You
sick.
should write a book.
All right. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
That's awesome.
That was awesome.
That was sick.
Yo, was the last interview you guys did this long? No. I'm so sorry. I knew it, bro.